All right, we
Either
are
Fur or
we are
Ian.
live on YouTube,
No,
I believe.
no.
Keep them live.
Are we already being monetized?
Oh, hey, everybody. This is our first session since we
brands.
won
It's
an
all
award.
about brands.
Congratulations, people contributing to the actual play movement, which is you guys.
Yay!
No, it'd be
Yay.
if I could turn off the big picture and just have the little pictures.
Steve, you never see the big picture.
I have
click on,
updated my
review?
regular index card system to level 6.
You know, when Dan's around, it's best that you just don't say anything because it's going to be a terrible pun at some point.
That is how Dan and I have
just
gotten
figuring
along for
this
so
out?
many years.
Yeah,
I just
that's
don't
right,
say
that's right.
anything. He doesn't know anything about me.
Oh,
Man of mystery, Tony.
I'm an open book or an unpublished zine, one of those.
whoa.
Do zines get opened?
How strange.
That's what they
Tony
say.
is still mint in box.
I may have just drank a lot of iced coffee, so what could go wrong?
Coffee
He's
sounds
hungover.
very coffee.
I'm like the opposite of Steve right now. I'm heavily caffeinated. Steve is hungover.
I'll be heavily caffeinated soon.
Oh,
Are you
yes,
drinking some
Dan
kind of
hungover.
coffee beer?
I'm eating some cantaloupe.
It's a lot happening here right now.
Yeah, wow.
That silence
much
was
is going on.
comedy gold right
People
there.
are stunned.
I'm eating some cantaloupe. Well, that's the end of
Oh,
that
that looks
conversation.
delicious. Why is it not in a jar? Is my
That was a
question.
fun conversation that we didn't have there.
Hooray!
I'm eating some cantaloupe.
I'm not going to share it now.
Good. Cantaloupe is gross.
I agree.
I
What?
agree.
What's wrong with you?
I think that I have to stop playing this game with you people.
Melon is the best.
We found our way out.
You finally won.
Hey, Erica, can you tweet out? I just pasted it in the Slack. Can you tweet out from TPK that we're now live at that address? Because I'm in my other partition here, and I am not logged into Twitter.
You got it. I have TweetDeck
It's
up right now.
complicated.
So I can see everybody but Erica. Hey, Dan, what was that setting you changed to?
Oh, if you go into preferences, into the video pane, at the very bottom of it, it should say like display up to 49 people in gallery mode.
Video pain.
I can't say that.
You will feel the video pain
In the video section of preferences, all the way at the bottom.
in the video.
Yeah, I wonder if it's
section.
another split screen thing because I don't have that.
Huh.
Ooh, pop out
I
chat.
have,
There we go.
Pop out
Pop
chat.
out chat.
yeah.
That's what you
What
got to
is
do.
pop out chat?
I popped that chat out. Pop that thing right the hell out.
Is there a chat I should be popping?
Well, there's a YouTube chat for the listeners. You're the DM. You're too busy for that crap.
Yeah, Scott, could you sound older?
We love our listeners.
Where's this? What is this pop out chat I keep hearing about?
Is it on the Facebook?
What is this? Is that
Is-
MySpace?
Is there a mom out chat too?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
no.
It's old people
Because I
jokes.
said
Okay.
Old people.
Oh dear God! What?
Whoa! Don't share your
Scott, did not just
screen.
happen.
Monster.
I was trying to share part of my screen. That did not work.
No.
Stop that, Dan. Stop.
All right.
Yeah,
Never mind.
knock off.
How is that even possible? What you just did?
I'm gonna need a lot more Mountain Dew. Oh boy.
You can share your screen, or you can share certain apps or programs.
That's why I was trying to share just that window so that Aline could see the preferences, just in case it was
Like
like,
to freak everybody out.
yep. Now instead, I just ruined everything.
Go over my whole screen.
Oh,
A
man.
bad acid trip, everybody.
Good job, Dan.
Far out, man.
Good job.
Apparently, I've been recording all of this. So
It's gold.
I am recording. But
Everybody,
I
please
haven't
begin
recorded.
recording if you were not already
Oh,
recording.
I'll
recording.
record my backup recording.
Right. Forgot something.
Running.
Got my recording. I've got that recording of the whole call. I'm not recording everything though.
Zoom is recording. Everybody's recording.
Recording like 20 times.
All the
'Cause
recordings.
we're professionals. Zeppelin.
I
I'm
guess.
not.
I believe it's pronounced professionals.
It
Yep.
is not.
All right.
You say
Yeah.
tomato, I say
Are
professionals.
we ready?
Wait a minute. Can you make the things go
Having
on the
trouble
side?
getting 20 up, so I think
That
I have
would
to
be
do it on the same computer that I'm zooming on, which I wanted to avoid. But
Can you make
Oh,
the
all right.
things go on the sides?
Yeah. Can you make the things go on the side, Dan? Please. Make
Yeah,
it
the fries. You want
nice.
fries on the side? That's what you're
I
saying?
want the little pictures with the video pictures of people to go on the side
You tried to
instead
pop
of the
it out?
top.
You just I don't know how it works on
Wow,
Windows.
gallery view is really disturbing.
Pop it out.
For a second, when Dan, oh my god,
Jazz hands.
for a second when Dan shared his screen, all of my little thumbnail pictures of you video folk were on the side instead of the top, and it was great.
Oh. Do it
That's
again.
So what you're saying is this new.
You're saying I didn't ruin everything.
You can make the like window really narrow, and it should stack.
That's what I've done.
It doesn't
Oh no.
work.
I don't know how the bizarre world of Windows is.
Yeah, strange.
It's
Huzzah.
Are we ready to begin?
I am ready. Is everyone? Erica, I see is
Yep.
in roll
I'm
20 now.
recording, as it
Yeah, I
turns out.
think so.
Recording. I'm ready to play.
I don't remember what's happening in this adventure. It's all caves. That's the problem. I request that the next adventure feature no caves.
Request denied.
Well, you tried.
Dan, I request that your next adventure feature no caves.
Touche. Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes, ready, Scott.
Really, a
Should I-
foyer in a haunted house is just a cave. Man,
No, it's completely different. But the caves underneath the haunted house are caves.
okay. Fair.
Do folks want me to recap before we start?
Please.
Yes.
So that then
No, I think we
For the
should
listener,
recap
for the
about 10
listener.
minutes in.
We love our
Well,
listeners, but not so much our players.
I don't want to recap for the podcast episode because
Could you
people-
start from 3 seasons ago?
Yeah, Scott, can you just explain how did we end up in all this?
Well, it started out in a marketplace.
We all go wrong.
Scott, sorry, Aline got it. Where did we all go wrong? Why? Scott, just why? Answer why.
I don't know. I
There's
thought
no
it would be
answer.
fun to play D&D on the internet, and I was wrong.
Ask a question that can be answered.
You
So-
started this.
I guess I did. You will recall,
I don't.
perhaps, that you're been sent on a mission to stop these elemental prophets from trying to pierce the veil that is between Athos and several other planes and bring forth their elemental masters to wreak havoc upon the land.
Also,
Oh,
we'll
yes.
open Athos up to valuable tourist dollars.
That's true. And so, which should technically be impossible. All of your characters know that Athos has been sealed off from all other planes of existence for reasons I won't get into. But
Oh, please do.
I won't.
No.
And so you have set off to find. You came across some the Feathergale Society, those knights that were
Jerks.
having a vicious day. You were looking for halflings who are a trade delegation who have perhaps some secrets that can help. And you have found yourselves, after you talked to the knights, you went to a place called, the Howling Wind Temple, the Temple of the Howling Wind. You met a bunch of people, you freed a genie, you were very excited about that. He gave you kind of a lackluster gift.
I hate that guy.
You decided almost immediately to leave and go into a different temple that you did not know, that you saw a lot of water, got attacked by an octopus, which seemed strange. You met some more people, saw some Kenku, creepy Kenku, and then you found out that Arasi, who is the leader of the Howling Hatred cult, was in the basement, basically, attempting to finish her ritual to bring forth Yan Si Bin, who is an elemental air prince, basically, and bring him to this plane for probably not nice things. And so you went down into the basement, also known as the Howling Caverns, where it is very windy, and where you met some demons. It killed one of your player characters. You met a new player character. You then you went into a cavern. Bad things happened in that cavern where you were hoping to rest. You left. You crossed a lake that was ice and then turned into boiling water. And now finally you have. In our last game, we stopped at the moment where you turned the corner, and I read this description, which I will read again. In the middle of this cavern, spikes of stone jut upward like 3 immense claws. Between them, a churning thundercloud thrashes with lightning. Thunder cracks, and cascades of tiny rocks tumble from above. Beneath the thunderhead stands a raised area, splattered with the blood of many sacrifices. A silvery window is sometimes visible in the center of the cloud. It opens onto clouds in an endless sky.
That looks nice. There.
Yeah, that's actually pretty.
No,
Lovely.
Umlo. Here in Athens, we prefer our skies to end.
Don't they also have like some kind of stones or something that is the conduit for bringing on the apocalypse?
Stones.
They're not necessarily stones. One of them's a spear.
Oh, they have weapons. They have weapons. That's right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Each of the prophets have.
I thought it was stones at one point too.
Yeah.
a various
Some
weapon.
sort of a focusing stone. But
Okay.
There are so in this room there is an altar that is made of stone. So you think perhaps.
oh, and
be
of course
what-
the cave itself is made entirely of stone.
I just remember thinking maybe
Stone
there's
is all
something
around
you
you.
could
Yeah,
grab from-
guys, follow the stones.
And I believe the way the last episode ended is that there are these 4 Howling Hatred priests behind the lady who is in charge, and she says, you were too late. Our jerk friend from the Feathergale Knights is also there. And
Yep.
then there are
He's
these
a
2
jerk.
kind of enchanted, scary creatures that have been
Yes.
sort of are
I guess we
between
should-
us and them.
We should
He
start
said,
the episode.
no, you're too
All right.
late.
If
For
everyone,
some
unless
reason.
anyone has any more questions before we begin about what you have, where you've been.
Recording.
Where have I been, Scott?
I will just warn everybody that my abilities and the stuff I can do now suddenly very different from before. So don't
Oh,
necessarily.
and you're all 6th level.
Stuff.
Yay,
turned
level
that
6.
Recently.
How long have we been playing this adventure for?
About
Long time.
300 years.
About 6
Yeah.
levels.
Oh, it doesn't seem so bad when you measure it that way, Dan.
Well, if there are no other questions, we should start. I don't know if Jason, you want to do your little intro.
No, I don't. You should just
Well, then we should start. I don't know how this works. We haven't played.
just set the scene.
Roll initiative.
We've only done this 45 times, so
I don't understand how any of this works. All right, so on the screen in Roll20, you see what I just described, except with a couple of additions that Jason explained, but I will explain them as well. There are 2 myrmidons, which are these large kind of air elementals. Their fun fact is that they are also wearing plate mail and have large flails, and they don't
Fun.
seem very friendly. That's a lot of fun. There are 4 Howling Hatred priests kind of arrayed against the cavern walls there. They are not moving. Their eyes are closed. Their arms are outstretched. And you, as you're looking, you kind of see this kind of shimmering stream of air connecting them to the finger-like pillars and this weird thunderhead that's in there. You don't know what that's about. And you see Aracee there, who is an elf. She's very beautiful. She has a spear that she is holding. Erica's character would know that spear's name is Wind Vein. It is a named weapon. Ooh, that means it's an artifact. And she has wings, which is unusual for elves. She also, when we last left off, she whispered, and you all heard her very clearly, "You are all going to die. Yansi Bin approaches."
Alma looks at his friends and go, okay, this seemed bad.
she's got
Pretty
wings.
sure I telepathically responded to her. No, you're too late, or something like that.
You did indeed.
Nice comeback.
Oh, burn.
She does have wings, yes.
Your face
Darn
is
thing's
too
got
late.
wings.
So what would you like to do?
I think we want to kill them. Or do people want to talk it out? I don't know.
We
How
can
do you
either
wanna
kill
run?
them or we can run away because we don't have enough hit points.
Hey, lady, stop with the summoning, please.
That was for, it's very
Hey,
good.
stop with the summoning.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady.
I would like to join a different podcast.
with the wind and the cult and the hey.
All right, bye.
So what would it
Hi,
be to
Tony.
figure out what the blue energy would that be like an Arcana check or
Yes, and for you,
Okay.
you get advantage.
okay? My Arcana is awful, so
Well, luckily you have advantage.
that one was 12. That one was 4.
Well, you I think it has something to do with the elements. She's you think that she is perhaps harvesting energy from these people to open this portal,
Okay.
and they seem
So-
cool with it.
So I think these people are willingly harvesting their energy so that she can, I don't know, use this weapon to open the portal.
I mean, they're cultists.
So-
They get up to some kooky things.
They do, yeah.
They hang
But
from books.
Cultists do the darndest things.
They do.
and I don't know, I don't think it's worth trying to talk it out. I mean, she's not gonna turn that
Use your
over.
words.
Could I just do a quick Arcana check? Ooh, 20.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Is there just? I just want to verify. Like, would attacking her like endanger us? Like, do we know enough about the ritual that like, oh yeah, attacking her is like totally the
I
final.
think she'll be fine.
Well, like the
Everything we
final
do
sacrifice
endangers
is needed to complete the ritual, or oh, that's how you all die, or
Is there a specific order that we need to pick these guys off to successfully end the ritual without killing everybody in the world?
yeah,
So,
anything like that, Scott.
all right. That's very straightforward questions. Regdar plumbs the depths of his arcane knowledge
Quickly, this is a time-sensitive situation.
very quickly,
Thanksgiving.
as is his wand, and he is unfamiliar with the magic that is required to open portals because portals of this nature, because it should be theoretically
Because
So
it's not
he is-
pottery related.
Yeah, I took a pass-fail in that class.
Regdar is quite impressed that this is happening on a professional level because the magic being exhibited here is quite advanced. Using a bit of deductive reasoning and the way that Arasi is holding that spear, you can imagine that the artifact has something to do with it. She's also using the life force of those priests. You are unsure what will happen if perhaps, let's say, you kill the priests.
Yeah, it seems like
will
she might need their life force at least a little bit.
Will the portal close? Will it explode? It is unknown to you.
50-50 chance, just the way I like it.
There are other options too.
Dan, that is not a
50-50 chance.
I just want to be real clear on that.
It's 50-50 chance.
Dan, you're really endangering our educational branding here at Total Party Kill.
This
What?
That is a poor use of statistics or probability, actually. See, if the probability, both those things
All
are
right, so
I've been studying for the juries.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do?
I'd like to answer this with an analogy, Scott.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, that's the SAT.
how, long,
But
Oh,
how,
yes.
long
sorry.
do you, how long do you think this adventure will take? And can you factor in the fact that we're idiots?
Five idiots.
I think
leave
the
from
core
internet.
question here is do we attack or do we run away because we're worried that we don't have enough hit points and health here?
I mean, this is like
who's
we're
hurt?
trying to bring about the end of the world. I feel like this is not a time
We've
to
only
play.
had
So-
one battle since we
so-
slept.
I have 27 hit points.
Eglath is way
out of
down.
71.
That low?
and I'm 30 down from my max.
He
so-
fell down a hole.
Oh, that's right. He fell in the abyss.
Yeah,
Yep.
What a dummy.
yeah.
Very
Who does
spectacular. Well, I will give you a couple of moments to decide what you're going to do because they have not done anything.
Well,
Jason,
she's noticed us.
I
at
could
the very
I could subtly sidle up to Amlal and as an action, if I can get it off, use mend wounds, which is a thing I can do now.
Oh yeah, nice.
Well, do we have 1 minute, do you think? Because I've learned some things as well.
You do not have 1 minute.
I mean, could we like step out and spend a minute outside of the cave?
Excuse us, lady.
Yeah.
We'll be right
We'll be
back.
right
One
back.
second. One second.
Time out.
Quick, dragon party huddle.
Yeah,
Do what
Pause
you're
here.
doing. I love what you're doing. Love your show. We're gonna just step out for about 1 minute, and then we'll be back.
Eglath's Angels huddle, people. Bring it in.
Well, I mean, you can. It's certainly worth a try if you'd like to leave and see what happens.
We also, as Jason, I think, reminded us, we have some consumables that might be helpful.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Some various beads and Eglath and Carlos have
it
potions that
sounds
they
dumb
can
when you
use.
say it that way.
There are a couple of heroic mushrooms, I believe.
Yeah, guys, quick, take these. These are like Gatorade.
Take these mushrooms.
Yeah, quick.
What do
You
the
don't have to
mushrooms
question-
do?
These broken mushrooms.
They get super
I
high.
thought it was like 10 temporary hit points.
I thought those were potions, but okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
maybe.
potion of heroism.
Yeah, okay. It's
Yeah,
a mushroom.
It's a
Potion.
mushroom of heroes.
Potion
Okay.
in mushroom form. Got it.
10 temporary hit points is not going to get us very far.
No,
I mean,
but I will.
I'm taking them.
If nobody's paying attention to me, I'm going to just like lean over
Mhm.
and
I'm paying attention.
and, and touch Amlal. And
Okay.
What you doing?
You've been touched.
You've had some self-personal space.
Wow, new player characters are handsy.
Yeah.
So I will say that all of your characters can do one action before we will start combat or whatever happens. So
Cool. What does that do, Erica?
So I just used 3 side points toward mend wounds, and you now have 16 hit points back.
Sweet. 43. I'm okay. As my action, I will drink this potion of heroism.
All right.
You mean eat the mushroom of
Eat the
heroism?
mushroom of heroism.
So is that an analogy? A metaphor?
trying.
What's happening?
We're trying to build a world here, Dan. So keep with
Sorry.
I mean, unless we
Delicious
also
mushroom.
have potions of heroism, in which case we're even better off than we thought.
I don't think you do.
I don't think we do.
So I'm okay.
Who
I'm
else is
under
messed
the
up?
effect of bless now.
Yeah, right. We can. Right.
So we can't do it the other. So we each have the ability, or if you use it, Carlos, we can add a D4 to any attack roll or saving throw. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Oh, so we're blessed.
Bless is good.
Yes, we can't bless other people, but it's as though someone has cast it on us.
Okay, so we get a +4 to
A plus
saving
D4,
or attack.
A D4.
Oh, D4
Yeah,
plus a
So-
D4.
Or
not nothing.
Okay, yeah. Carlos eats the mushroom too, of course.
Saving throws or attack rolls.
Regdar
Yes.
casts
Yes.
major armor on himself.
and that lasts for an hour.
Hopefully this fight won't take longer than
It won't.
There's also, I think
Is anybody
Regdar,
else messed up?
I think Regdar has a bead of curing. Well, so Carlos is still down from his max by 20 now, which isn't so bad.
Yeah,
But we're about to get in a
I'm
big
down
fight
by
here.
about 30, but
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah,
if
you
we
have
had
like
max
way
hit
down.
points
Temp
before we
HP,
leveled
I'd
up,
say.
do we still have max hit points or just the max hit points we had before we leveled up?
You have the max hit points before you leveled up.
Bah.
presumably also if we got, you said additional like spell slots and stuff, if we got like, I got one more rage at this level, presumably that is available to me.
That would be available, yes.
Cool.
Yeah, Regdar has a bead of curing he would be happy to toss to somebody who needs helps.
I think that might be good for
Yeah.
Eglath is down further. So
Before,
I'm on
before
Molly.
you-
It's cool. You confuse me with my brother a lot. I
Oh,
understand.
sorry. Lol.
Wow.
That's 2d8 bead of curing.
don't
Did you just throw it into my mouth? Is that what happened?
I
Plus-
did not
Scott,
want the
you-
instructions, so
Kachka
Regdar
is
you-
looking.
An action, not a bonus action as well, just an action.
Everyone can have an action and a bonus action.
all right. Don't.
Hooray!
don't
And I'm going to
too
use my
much-
mystical recovery to recover 3 hit points for spending 3 side points.
Kachka wants to do something. I don't know what it is though.
Kachka wants to do something.
Marcus Quarry.
Kachka learned.
Get out that
Oh,
guitar.
man. It has not been a long time. It's been a long time since I've heard Steve mark something at his core. Good old
Yeah.
days.
I mark you, Tony.
Kashka and Shara still have things to do. I don't think Carlos has done anything yet. Carlos, did you?
I
do
just
something?
ate a mushroom.
Okay, that's an action. All right, Kashka, and then Shara.
Who's messed up healing wise? Who needs hit points?
Both Amwal and Carlos.
Are they still messed up?
I'm down 20.
Well, did you actually,
Mushroom eating?
Regdar, did you give me that bead? Did you?
I did.
Okay. Does that
Don't
just
eat
get
it.
used, or do I need to do something? Or was your action using that on me?
My bonus action was tossing you it. My action was casting mage armor on myself.
Okay. So I have a bead, but I haven't been able to use it yet.
But what will
Well,
that bead give you?
2d8.
I believe it's the
Ah.
equivalent of cure light wounds.
Okay.
The way the necklace of prayer beads works, the person who's wearing it has to use the bead to cast that spell.
Oh, okay. So
Hmm.
Okay. So I think, Tony, you have to actually do something.
Yes, and cure wounds. Let's see what cure wounds is. Cure wounds is an action, so
Don't do it yet.
Okay. So why don't you hold on to the, why don't you
All
hold
right,
on
and
to
I
the-
assume that it's a necklace. I can't easily remove a single bead. Probably, that's like
but
that's,
in
that's
combat,
like a lot of fidgeting.
it's these stupid bracelets.
It doesn't have like a quick release. It doesn't have like a carabiner on it or something.
yeah, the quick release is just all the beads fall off.
Fall off, yeah.
Yeah.
String of
and
pearls.
specifically, you must be wearing the necklace for the bead to work. So
Oh,
you can't
wow.
hand the bead.
Wow, there's a lot of red tape with this beads, which would have been a lot easier to use.
Okay. So I'm at about 43 out of 71 plus 10 temporary hit points. So I'm okay. I'm not like fantastic, but I'm all right.
That's how I describe you.
You're okay.
I'm also going to use, if Scott said I have a bonus action, I'm going to use my bonus action to just start raging now. So
All right.
Just start yelling. All right,
Kachka's going to do a thing.
What are you doing?
Um,
And we're gonna get to Shara. Don't worry, Shara.
It's been so
I'm
long
fine.
since I thought the thought I've forgotten. Hey, you guys know about how I'm always reading books of lore, right?
yeah, that's
That's
everybody
something
says
I
that
say about you
Josh.
all the time. Yeah.
I've
You
never seen
probably
people do that.
don't because you're sleeping. But when I don't sleep, You guys are all taking your long rests. I'm reading because I got to do something besides just stare at you guys.
Where did you get a book?
And learn to read.
Bought it, and it took him 4 whole hours.
Yeah, it took an entire session. But I learned this cool trick from the before times. It's called Aura of Vitality, and I'm going to cast it now. So
I like the sound of it.
Power chord.
I play a power chord, and for the next minute, which I guess, are we going to count this as a round?
We will not.
In terms of time, I mean.
I'm not quite sure what that distinction means, but we will. The minute will start when combat starts, assuming combat does start.
The minute will start when combat starts.
Because I am a kind and generous.
What a guy you are. Okay, so for the next minute, I am surrounded by an aura of healing energy that extends 30 feet from me.
Oh.
And on each of my turns for the next minute, I can use a bonus action to heal somebody that's in the aura 2d6 hit points.
I have just given
Wander off, Carlos.
And I choose Omlal this turn. Oh, look at that. I have that aura. It's like a lovely... Is that puce?
That's what she said.
So, Omlal, you just got 5 hit points.
Sweet. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
And as long as I can maintain my concentration, which means don't let me get hurt, guys.
Oh, yes.
We will continue this healing every turn.
Excellent. Anything else, Kachka? I have learned to.
Nope, that's it. I have done an action and a bonus. So, you know what? Who's is that?
I don't know.
Icon is upside down or something. Is that Zotasha back there?
It is.
I'm going to step towards the back of the pile of people using my move.
Hello, milady.
There we are. All right. Shara, what would you like to do?
I'm just going to move forward a little. Not a lot. And that's it.
Just a skosh. All right. So now I am assuming that you have arrayed yourself because you would like to enter into combat.
We did a whole huddle, and then we put our hands in, and we said, break!
Yep.
So roll initiative.
Damn it, I didn't see that coming.
Gasp.
Yikes.
Pretty standard for Zotasha here.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
That's
It's okay.
enough.
When I have a really complicated character, I don't mind being later in the initiative order because it gives me time to figure out what the heck to do.
Next level, I get advantage on initiative rolls, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just a -1.
All right. Oh, goodness.
I love that Carlos and I have the same modifier for our initiative, and he got a 21 and I got a 4. Big swing on those dice.
Them's the rolls. All right.
You're still going before I am.
Carlos. Fleet of foot, Carlos. What would you like to do? You have this scene before you that I've described several times.
So Carlos looks over his shoulder at Regdar
and runs away
and says, "What do you think? Should I try it?"
Not yet. Not yet.
You sure? There's 3 of them right there.
No, not yet.
All right.
I have no idea what's happening.
It's flavor. It's flavor.
I'm excited though.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. That's
well, so
Flavor Town?
Carlos is all about running and hitting things. Really,
this is Flavor Town. Welcome to Flavor Town. Carlos, what would you like to do?
oh boy, Carlos. Yeah, Carlos is thinking that this is we're attacking them, right? That's what we're doing here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
After all that?
He didn't actually agree on what you're doing.
Carlos is incredibly reckless.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't listen to what
That
Regdar
doesn't sound
says.
All right.
He runs in sort of between the lady and the 2
And the tiger.
myrmidons.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make my ability to fireball everybody slightly harder.
And he does something strange.
That sounds wrong.
So he makes a motion that doesn't make sense coming from Carlos, and a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from Carlos
What?
and hits the 3 people around who now need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
All right, Constitution saving
Perhaps
throws.
other characters would be interested in enrolling in Regdar's unregulated school of magic.
And what is my DC?
Is that my spell DC?
It is
11.
Did you take a level of wizard?
That is the appropriate way to ask that question.
It's a feat that allows you to learn a couple of spells, and Regdar's been trying to teach Carlos for a long time on the side. Carlos is not very good at this.
All right, so one of them fails, but the rest make it.
By the way,
All right.
how is your pot making coming along?
Amlal was in that class. It was going all right.
Yeah, I feel like
There's that moment where Regdar just kind of tries to move or reach around your body with and mold the pottery. It's really weird. All right, I think
we don't talk enough about what Ghost did for all of pottery.
so I think they each take half damage on this because this is Thunder Wave.
Yes.
So should I roll damage for each of them?
No, just roll
So does
2d8.
Thunderwave come out from you in
Yes.
a circle?
Yes. 15-foot cube
Thunderwave.
originating from you.
No, then it's
That's-
It's a
you
cube.
did not have to run that close, Carlos.
Yeah, so it's a cube.
cube in
Imagine
front
it a
of
cube
you.
adjacent to you.
Yeah, or in front of you.
Yeah, but
Because
I don't
as
want
we determined, a
Well,
cube
first-
that goes
first
out
off,
from
I
you
don't
in
want-
every
I
other
don't wanna
direction
hurt
is
every-
much worse.
I don't want to hurt everybody else.
You don't have to.
Right,
And also Carlos doesn't know what he's doing.
if you stand right there.
Well, then
Carlos, you can't actually hit all 3 people if you're standing between them. is
Okay.
what we're trying to
Well, he
communicate.
needs to. Where can he hit him? This.
So the point is the cube comes out like adjacent to you in a 3x3, kind of like that, but you can
Yeah.
be corner of the cube.
Oh. Okay.
So like it's much easier because
Move
as we
one-
determined, a spell that just emanates from you in every direction sucks.
It sucks. It totally sucks. Okay, so it's a cube in front of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carlos,
I don't think you can actually get all 3 in the cube.
Carlos, we discussed
No.
this.
So you
You
can
get
get
the
these
2 on the
2
left.
guys pretty easily.
Yeah, pick your poison.
Okay. I'm gonna get the
And
2
I
on the
will-
left then.
I'm gonna re-roll my saves because I
Okay.
don't know which one saved.
All right.
Yeah. Carlos, we've been over this like 5 times.
He doesn't know what he's doing. You're lucky it didn't totally malfunction, which it totally could have done, by the way. So,
All right. Well, this time they both failed, so hooray.
hooray. Well, they take 9 thunder damage
And they get knocked about.
and are pushed 10 feet away, which might
Nice.
push the lady into the portal.
Ooh.
Unclear what that would do, but
We
possibly.
I kind of want to
possibly-
see. I kind of
Yeah,
want
let's
to see.
find out. I mean, it could totally disrupt the ritual.
Could end the
and
world.
save the world, or it could elevate her to godhood.
Or she could die, right? Like,
But this,
Please end the world. Please end the world.
this seems like the kind of thing Carlos would do without consulting or considering.
Absolutely.
It's
Well,
worse,
well,
Tony. He
all
did
right.
consult Regdar. Regdar said not yet, and he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And while he did it, he yelled, "Portals!"
So she gets pushed into the.
Or
She
like
doesn't get
cloud.
pushed into the portal. She gets pushed into the Thunderhead, and this person gets pushed along. And now you notice that the Meridon did not get as much damage as you would expect.
Ah, alas.
Son of a.
But the other one did. So hooray!
Are Myrmidons probably resistant to thunder damage or just all damage? I guess they're like maybe not totally substantial except when they need to be.
Well, you would imagine something that is made of an air elemental would have some resistances to things like lightning and thunder,
Yeah.
Mm.
because they in
How about
fact have
swords? Are
They're,
they
yeah, they're from there. It's their
That's right.
their place of residence.
I lived in lightning for like the first 10
All
years.
right,
of my
well, you
life.
know, Carlos
together.
cast his first spell in combat.
Wow.
Who knows what
Great
else he
job.
could do?
Wow. So Tasha, I tipped my
I'm just a regular
Darn.
gladiator, okay?
Suddenly it doesn't seem so cool
I don't know
to
what-
be able to
that
cast
thunder
spells. I'm not sure.
Probably had something
Right.
to do with the portal, right? It probably had nothing to do with me, right?
Yeah,
he
it's
says
probably
out
just-
insight
loud.
check. Insight
Yeah,
check.
it's just a discharge of magical energy when we're near a portal.
Yeah,
Think nothing of it, everybody
Yeah,
else.
some static
That's-
electricity as
that's what
Carlos moved forward. Yeah.
The
Regdar-
bloom is
Regdar
off
waves
the
his hand
magic
in your face.
rose now. Carlos can do it. Who cares?
Amlo also do spell. Run up, hit guy with sword. They die.
The sword is
Magic.
Yeah.
Where is this?
Yeah, Amlo's just taken to yelling magic anytime he hits someone.
Does anyone else need to be convinced of their magic? Regdar is available. Reasonable rats.
I've got some.
All right.
I thought you
Somebody
had you already had a battle cry, vocabulary lessons or something.
Let's switch it up just to be different. Where are we at here?
Anyway, this is a feat called Magic Initiate, where you can learn 2 cantrips and a
we're
level
looking
1
something
spell.
Yeah, the ironic part is where I took the feat Mage Slayer. Now I have to kill you.
That works.
What do you get for that feat, Dan? That's just
You get actually better at attacking certain types of magic users.
Okay. So
It's not tiefling magic users.
So in the Thunderhead, it is lightning and thunder is rumbling, and as RSC is thrust into the Thunderhead, a bolt of lightning streaks out down the corridor along this perfectly lined line of player characters.
Well, I mean, he did build a long hallway into the room, and we haven't gone yet, so it's not like we could have done much about that.
It's just people always say, like, lightning bolt. That's never useful. People never line up right for you. Whoops.
Well,
Who are
bad
those
guys
people?
never line
Because
up.
it happens all the time.
Yeah, good guys line up all the time.
And so you will need to give me a saving throw. Everyone except
I will not.
Carlos.
What kind of saving throw would you like?
You will give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my God! This never comes in useful, but I think it's about to come in useful.
Remember your plus D4, Dan.
That and Scott. This I assume is an effect I can see. As it's a lightning bolt.
It is.
I get advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects I can see. I've had this in 2nd level, and this is literally the first time I've gotten to use it.
All right. The DC is 14.
Eglar amazingly made it. I don't know how.
I saved
Wait, do we all have +4 saving throws?
No, that's me and Carlos.
Oh, I was
from
going to
the
say.
mushrooms.
I got a 20.
All right. Everyone who's got above a 14 takes half damage.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Above a
Oh my
14?
god! So Tasha made it.
We still take half damage, though, because it's garbage.
Oh, yeah.
What was the damage on that?
I'm adding.
He's adding. It's a lot of dice.
Got it.
28 points of damage.
Jeez!
Whoa.
Or half if we...
Is full damage. 14 for half.
And good
Well,
news is
Regdar
I resist
is-
lightning damage, so
I'm down to 4. That's
If it's
neat.
going to keep doing that, we're going to have some problems.
And
And then it rumbles.
got to see if my aura goes away too.
Well, let's not stand in a line anymore, and it will be a lot less damage.
Hey, everybody, let's not stand in a line. I suggest you
stand in
a
square,
line.
maybe cube.
With Uncanny Dodge, I can't half the half, right? It's just...
Yes, you can.
I can.
That's the whole point of Uncanny Dodge.
Nice.
Pretty uncanny.
Okay,
That's right.
cool.
So I suggest you Uncanny Dodge everything you can.
As long as I can see the attacker.
That's right.
All right, so we took 28, right?
Or
Yes.
14 if it was half.
Correct.
So I need to make a DC 14 saving throw to see if I can maintain that aura that I just wasted a spell slot on. Fortunately, I got a 20, so I'm
Nice.
good.
Ooh.
Yay!
My concentration is right there.
That's why you
And
couldn't
so-
dodge. You were so focused on your aura.
The RSC comes out of the Thunderhead, looks at Carlos, points her spear at him, and an arc of lightning comes out, and Carlos must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
+4.
Plus 1d4. 20.
All right, you will take half damage. Apparently, I don't have enough dice for this.
You have a pound.
I do, but not.
Yeah, lightning bolt has a lot of dice.
This one has more than normal.
Okay,
Oh boy.
that's bad.
I just need
Lightning
one.
bolt is on par with fireball.
It's more dice than fireball. 8d10, everybody. No, 10d8. That's what it is.
That's not better.
Mm.
40 points of damage. And then Carlos is enwrapped and is electrified, and 3 bolts streak off as if in a chain and hit. One hits Regdar, one hits Shara, and one hits Ketchka. So give me
This may be a real quick fight.
14 dexterity saving throws.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we really haven't gotten to go yet, but we may not get to. We'll see.
Another
damage.
20.
13.
Regdar failed. That's bad for Regdar.
So if you failed, you take 40 points of damage. If you
Regdar
succeeded,
is down. Regdar was at full health
you take 20 points of damage.
and has
All right,
been hit
well,
twice.
Kachka's down too.
Huh.
So
There goes that aura.
you got an idea there, Dan?
Nope. Yeah, I mean, that idea's run away, but
Well,
I took the R down.
Good for you.
Shara, things are not going well.
You think?
understatement of the session.
I know you are in tune with the air elementals, so you understand that this portal. Well, you know instantly that it is going to the plane of air, and that it is very close to opening. It isn't, in fact, open yet.
Okay.
And you can see it's flickering into existence and out, in and out.
Anybody have a grenade we could just throw into it and blow it up?
And you also
I
know-
didn't pack my grenades.
As you're
Left my
seeing
bandolier.
this, you understand that there is, as you're looking, you see much like the kind of the streams of energy that are coming from the priests. There's a stream of energy that is coming from Wind Vein, which is the spear Arisi is holding, and into the portal as well. So you think that the spear and the portal are somehow connected.
Okay. I'm gonna convey that like portal's not open, the spear's connected somehow, and I am really, really debating just running out. But what happens if the portal opens? Do I know? I mean,
Do you
beyond it's just a portal.
Well, so you know that Yansi Bin is probably on the other side of the portal, and if it is opened, he will come into this plane of existence, and probably bad things will happen. But bad things happen on Athos all the time.
It's true. And also with my awareness and knowing that it's not quite open, do I have an idea of how long it might take to open it?
So you think that she is probably about midpoint through the ritual, and that you are distracting her from completing the ritual currently, and it's hard to tell how long the ritual will take, but probably you would think maybe 10 to 15 minutes more.
Okay, so not like 3 weeks to go get reinforcements and come back and fight. No. Okay. Well, crud.
Oh, I will say that you can probably, now that you've seen what's going on, you think that killing the priests will not cause instant death or any kind of an explosion. So that could be one way to interrupt.
Okay. And which ones are the priests? They're the guys in the
They're the
back.
ones in the back, yeah.
Okay. Goodness. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna again. I'll relay that information, and I'm going to move so that I can get a better view of more priests, but I don't want to get too close.
Don't get too close to a priest.
Yeah, bad things happen. I'm gonna aim at there's one in the north west.
Yep, this guy chilling in the corner.
Yeah, and I'm gonna aim with my crossbow,
Okay.
and that's a 25.
That will hit a howling hatred priest.
Which one was that?
The one in the top left.
Oh, top left. Okay.
Would we be able to see little like names or captions on them?
I can see them. Can you not see names and
I
captions?
just see
No,
I see the
they're just
token
little dots.
on the face.
Oh. I don't know how to make that happen.
All right, no worries.
So that was a 6.
He is dead.
Okay. I think that's it for me. What's my bonus? Yeah, no, that's all.
Oops. I was going to click exit game. That would have been very dramatic.
We win!
Yay! Regdar, give me a death save.
All right, Regdar will 13. So that's a success.
That is a success. Ketchka, give me a death save.
Nah.
Okay, you're dead.
Oh, all right.
Remember, if you get a 20, you get 1 hit point back.
I didn't get a 20. I got a 4.
Oh, that's
no.
bad.
Okay.
If you get 2 more of those, you die.
Or 1-1.
Or 1-1. That's true. Yes, you're on the precipice of death. How does it feel?
Anybody still got those nasty good berries that were hanging off of Presta's corpse?
I think there are still a few left, but I don't remember.
I think Amwal has whatever's left.
I
Like
don't have
7?
any listed. But I
Maybe you
I'm all
used them
saying,
all.
I don't know what you're thinking about. His face is caked with good berries.
They very good.
So the Myrmidons are twirling their flails and they kind of float towards Carlos and wail on him, or at least attempt to. We'll see. So they both try to hit first time. 26 and a 15 probably misses. But for the 26, you get so for the 26, one of the flails hits you, and then it courses with electricity.
Oh dear.
Of course it
and
does.
you take some more damage. So you take, what is this?
Somebody's got just had a bad audio problem there.
It went away again.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay. You take 30 points of damage.
Jeez.
All right. Well, the
and
good
they-
news is because Carlos is awesome, he now has 1 hit point.
well,
The
the
bad news is
they-
he has 1 hit point.
God.
Okay.
the worst news is that they each get 2 more attacks.
What?
But they miss. That one misses. That one misses. 17 misses Carlos, right?
17 hits Carlos.
Oh, all right. Well, then 2 more hit.
Carlos
So
is down.
these do far less damage.
Doesn't matter. I mean, they're not going to hit my maximum, and I'm down.
All right. Well,
I
so
can only
yes, so
resist once.
as so Carlos strides into the room, electricity goes off everywhere. These 2 Myrmidons close in on him, hit him 6 times in rapid succession, and pummel him to the floor. Umlo.
Been fun.
Huh. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. So
Just get out of the corridor one way or the other. Otherwise, there's more lightning coming.
Well,
How
we got
important do we
you got
think
3
that-
people down.
how important do we think that priestess is to this ritual? Have we figured that out? Like, we know they're connected, but like,
Certainly the spear she's holding.
Yeah.
Do you have a disarm attack?
I mean, I could literally just try to rip it out of her hands.
Grapple?
But let's see here.
She is an elf.
This is not good.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
there's a-
I feel like a Hail Mary like that might be the best shot at this point.
You said there was like a
Almost.
window?
What if you grab her and dive into the portal?
I was literally just thinking that. You took the idea right out of my head.
Oh man,
yes,
I
so-
can't wait to meet Almo's brother, the air elemental. Who can
So I will explain this middle section a little more. So it's kind of a raised platform of natural rock, and it has these 3 offshoots, pillars of rock that look like fingers that are curling in, and in between them is a large, basically thundercloud that lightning is arcing off of in random directions. And then within that, every once in a while, you see kind of, flickering in a portal that is looking out into this kind of very endless skyscape. And it flickers out and it flickers in.
But there's no time, no regular pattern.
Well, I will say that you've been watching it for the last 10 seconds because that's what's been passed so far, and you've noticed it has a regular pattern to it.
Could I time it in such a way that I basically run up and like either shove her or grab her and jump into it?
You could.
Is this a good idea?
How
Well-
many brothers does Amlal have?
Almol had it, so probably not.
It's just I'm going to feel bad if I sacrifice myself, and it just doesn't change anything.
We'll feel bad too.
Yep, that's true.
I don't know. I think we gotta. I don't know. This is. Yeah.
This is bad. It's not. The situation
Do or
is not
die.
good. All right.
Possibly do
Umlaw
and
will
die.
run up, basically attempt to grab her, and he's gonna try first to just like throw her into the portal, or like knock her into the portal, like time it in such a way that he can like bull rush her and like slam her backwards.
So the last time
you
we
have a
knocked her
lot
into
of
the portal,
mass.
a lightning bolt came out and killed us all.
Do we actually get her in, or do we just throw her into the thundercloud?
Just a thundercloud.
Just the
Or
thunder.
thunderhead. I think Scott called it.
Yes.
I did. Okay, so this is, I guess it would be an opposed grapple check, which is a strength check. So,
Right. Good news is I'm in my rage. I have advantage on strength checks.
and she's an elf. They're not known for their strength, so
Let's see what happens.
we will see.
22.
16. So you have her grappled. What would
Okay.
you like to do with her? That sounds creepy, but
Could I throw her into the portal?
could you throw her into the portal? You could attempt to.
Classic Dungeon Master answer.
What would be the difference mechanically for me throwing her into the portal versus throwing both of us into the portal?
It would be easier to throw both of you in the portal.
All right, we're doing that.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so give me.
Wait, tie a rope to yourself.
Amal ties a rope to himself, but not anything to the other end.
Yeah. All right, so what happens is give me an athletics check
Sure.
at advantage.
He ties a rope to himself, throws the other rope toward
Critical
Carlos.
success at advantage.
Okay. So Ublal has seen his party members falling very rapidly within 10 seconds of deciding what you were all going to do. He runs in, raging and screaming, tackles Aracee, who is quite surprised by this turn of events. And he times it perfectly. So just as they are being both kind of tumbling into the thunderhead, the portal flickers in, and you see in the portal the face of this large, angry man who you assume is Yansi Bin. And as Umlal and Aracee go through, you notice Aracee is trying to position her hand out of the portal so that the spear does not go through the portal. And as it touches, the spear touches the portal closes. The wind stops in the howling caves.
Wow. That's the
and-
craziest thing yet.
Thrall says, starts laughing. I am in charge now. The Myrmidons disappear.
Okay.
I like it.
Could,
I like
what
it.
happened to me?
Wow.
yeah, where is Alma also disappeared? Presumably.
Well, you find yourself in. You look around. You are still holding Aracee. You look around and you see a man who is 20 feet tall. He is being buffeted by winds because it's very windy here. And you kind of make out these almost ethereal, but you feel like they're made of clouds or something, stairs that lead up to the most magnificent castle that you have ever seen. And Yansi Bin says, "What did you do to my portal?"
Amal says, "This nice place, this your place?"
He looks at Aracee. Aracee says, I'm sorry, Yansi. I did not, I don't know what happened. Yansi Bin points at him and says, "Die." And she suffocates. She's trying to get her breath. Umlal, as you're holding her, you feel the life of just bleed out of her as she dies in your arms.
Can I
Yansi
take
Bin-
the spear?
You sure?
Yep,
Right there.
definitely taking that spear.
So something happens when you take this.
Oh man.
Better than letting Yansi Bin get it.
Yep.
Probably.
Probably.
Yansi Bin expected me?
How many brothers did Eglath have, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
It was a large family.
We
Oh,
may
okay.
be a cousin in the situation at this point.
So you hear a voice, Umlal, in your head. That sounds
Oh, man.
exactly
Usually
like
there are no voices in his head.
it sounds exactly like Yansi Bin. And you can, it tells you a couple of things. You now can speak fluent Aryan, which is the language of the airplane and air elementals, not Aryan. You have resistance to lightning damage. You can cast Dominate Monster on an air elemental, and once you've done so, you can't do it again until the next dawn. You realize that you can perform a ritual, which I will explain later, but it basically allows you to create something called the Devastation Orb, which we can get into later if you see.
No, let's get into that
now. And there you go. And suddenly, you also realize that it's kind of like you are having you feel like the weapon is kind of taking over a bit of your personality. And so now Umlal has the following trait. I break my vows and plans. Duty and honor mean nothing to me. For as long as you are holding...
No worries. If my magic hat has told me anything.
You don't have a magic hat anymore.
You're looking for the magic hat.
I don't suppose I know how to get out of here. Does Spirit have any elucidation on that point?
So the spear will tell you that you are on the elemental plane of air, which is the home ground of
heresy. I get it.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah, we did that one.
And it says to you, I can get you back to where you belong if you give your soul to me.
Well, on the one hand, Almal wants to go back. On the other hand, Almal not using soul. So have to think about this one.
And as you are talking, Yansi Bin, who is the largest thing you have ever seen that is living and has a face, approaches you and says, "Why are you holding my spear? Give it to me." And he holds out his hand.
Possession,
which
9/10
is larger than you.
Get him.
What happens if I stab him with his own spear?
Do you want to fight Yansi Bin? We should roll initiative.
I don't really want to fight Yansi Bin, but I'm also not sure I want to give him his spear. Can I make some sort of check to figure out what...
Yeah, like what if you just snap the spear in half?
Yeah, could I do that? Is that an option?
Sure. Roll Arcana, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Arcana 0. Okay. I got a 4.
All right. So you are not even sure that you could break it.
I mean, I've never met a spear I couldn't try to break.
You could try to break it, but you don't know what will happen if you do break it.
Oh, man, I don't know what happens if I do anything right now.
So while you ponder that,
yeah,
we'll go back to our previously rolled initiative. So what we'll do is on your round, Dan, we'll come back to this plane. All right, Erica, Zotasha.
Okay.
So you've seen the wind suddenly has died. The portal's closed. Umlal and Arasi are gone.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, and the howling priests that are still there have slumped to the ground, unconscious.
Wow, I feel like we've accomplished our mission, and I'm very sorry about Umlal, but I'm going to start healing.
You shouldn't be. You just got here.
One question, Scott. So the discipline that I had active as of the end of the last session is one that I don't have anymore.
So just pick one that you would have had active instead.
All right. Okay. Just curious about that. So I'm going to let's see. So we've got Kachka is down and Regdar is down.
Check.
And Kachka,
and Carlos is
failed
down.
a saving throw, so is one roll away from death.
Okay, and Kachka can heal, so bringing up the healer first is always a smart thing to do. So I'm right next to Kachka anyway. So I'm going to use Mend Wounds again. And I don't have a lot of side points left. But I will use 2 side points. Oh, that's not good. 7, 8. So you get up with 8 hit points, or awake with 8 hit points.
Nice.
And
Hooray!
as a bonus
by a
action, I will heal myself 2 hit points. 1 for each of the side points I spent.
Seems reasonable. Carlos, give me a death save.
Am I still blessed? Do I still get an extra D4?
I feel like if you're unconscious, you are no longer blessed.
But
I
that
think it
mushroom. All right. I'm going to break out the big die here. 18.
All right, one success. Let's see, what will he do? He will.
Thurl?
Thurl.
Yeah, Thurl's still there.
Oh, I
I
hate
feel like
that.
you should take the X off of Kachka. It's making me uncomfortable.
Oh.
I'll take my X off.
Yeah, take your X off. Gotcha.
You did all that work.
He is currently doing this. So let's see.
For those listening, I've just removed the X from Kachka.
Oh, boy.
Whoa!
Far out. You didn't know it was there. It's not pronounced. It's silent.
Silent X. It's pronounced.
Thrall is moving incredibly quickly.
Where's he
So
moving?
would you say he's like running? Like
I would say he is hastened, perhaps.
Hmm.
I
Bringing the
don't.
basin?
I don't know. I'm dead, so I can't offer. Or not dead. Sorry, that's melodramatic. I'm dying, so I'm not going to offer any opinions on what to do with Thrall. But
And then he kind of does a misty step. And ends
Oh
up-
wow! I was going to say certainly he would provoke moving past those people, but not if he teleports. I guess.
well, he always has something up his sleeve.
Hate
And
that
so
guy.
the clouds that are between the fingers of rock there have dissipated. So now it's just kind of a rock formation. Aracy's not there. Shara. Oh, she's dead actually. Not Shara. Aracy.
I was gonna say what
Yeah.
happened. Do I know anything about what happened based on kind of what I observed previously about the portal? Do I know that Omlal wasn't killed by going through?
You would expect him not to be dead,
Okay.
because it is a portal that was designed to allow exchange of goods and people and services from one plane to another. And you think that based on the fact that the spear was somehow linked to it, you feel like it going through the portal made the magic unstable and collapsed the portal.
Okay. I kind of want to try to kill the dude.
There's so many dudes.
Kill the dude.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
The one with a name.
The one with a name. No, I actually don't want to kill him, but I do want
make it
answers. So I don't want him to run away.
He seems to really want to run away.
He does seem to really want to run away.
I might be able to slow him down. Maybe.
And my medicine check is not great, so
You don't have any mushrooms?
no mushrooms. I'm gonna try to hit him with my crossbow. I remember it was a battle last time, but that's a 23,
A 23 will hit.
and that's 5 damage.
All right.
And I'm also going to move a little bit closer. Gets a little narrow over there. Okay.
All right.
I guess that's it.
You have shot him in the back. And he goes, "Ugh,
Good.
try to leave."
I want
Regdar.
you to stay.
How's
Give
your
me
day going?
another-
Auspiciously?
Yeah, we probably don't want to kill him either because we want info.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Regdar rolls an 11 on its death saving throw, which is technically a success. So I'm at 2 successes.
That is, in fact, I would just call it just a plain success. Not even
It's a marginal success.
well, still a success in my book.
Still counts.
Ketchka, you are awake.
It's a me.
You're still on the floor, though.
Well, I'll use half of my move to stand.
You're standing.
And you say to yourself, "Wait, where's Omwal?"
Someone else.
See, maybe he doesn't even notice.
Yeah, that's yeah. He's around back.
Maybe she
It's
doesn't
a
even
big
notice.
Omlal shaped hole in his life.
Yeah. She doesn't even know he's around.
I'm looking to see.
She's got the body of Regdar lying crispy beneath her.
Yeah, and Carlos down the way too. So
I'm looking to see if I can do anything to incapacitate Thurl, but my only spell that can do that is 3rd level, and I'd like to save that for some healing. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that aura back out. Boop.
Oh, do you want me to do that?
Aura me, dude, or I can do it.
I can do it. 30 feet.
There it is.
There you go. Look at that aura.
Look at that, and Carlos
I
is
don't
already
see
in
an
it.
aura.
Yeah, I don't think any of us can see it except you two.
Good. I can see it.
All right. Well, I can see it.
That's all that
and,
matters.
only the 2 people who need to see it can see it.
All right. And then
I don't believe it exists.
I will use my
It
bonus.
doesn't exist on the plane that Umlal's on.
That's for sure.
I will use my bonus action to resuscitate Carlos.
Woo!
So he gets 4 hit points and
boy, oh
springs
boy.
back to life. And
Can you do that from a
additionally,
distance?
I am going to, what's that?
I said, can you do that from a distance?
Yeah, 30-foot aura.
Sweet.
So anybody in that aura-
Carlos moans and says, "Did I? Am I dreaming or did I use a spell? Did that happen?"
Nobody knows.
Nobody is
It's unclear.
listening to
Many of us
Carlos.
have been.
And I'm going to take a few steps closer to, let's see, I used up half of my move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How does that translate when your move is 35?
You round down.
Okay. So basically it's
15.
Got it. I'm going to take a few steps closer, not totally next to Thurl, but closer so I can keep pace with him. So I'll move 3 squares towards our good friend Thurl,
Fair enough.
and I'm done.
All right, Umlal, you are in front of a very large elemental prince, perhaps a prince of the apocalypse.
What?
First question, where are we?
Are you asking Yancy Ben?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. He says, I don't answer puny mortal questions. And he attacks you.
Oh, man.
Wait, we make deal.
You have nothing that I want.
I have spear. You want spear? I have spear.
I mostly don't want you to have it.
Interesting.
And he, what does he do? He will teleport, and now he's right in front of you. And he claps his hands, and a terrible thunderbolt, a thundercrack emanates from his hands. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure, I can do that.
I think you're still raging, by the way.
I might be. It's unclear. Constitution saving throw. I still have the potion of heroism bonus, right?
You do.
So
Everything that you
a
have
D4.
is the same.
So 18 plus 1d4. 20.
Excellent. You fail.
Shocking.
Mhm.
You were almost close. So you take a bunch of thunder damage. You have resistance to lightning damage, but not thunder damage.
Of course.
Am I still raging?
How does rage work? You stop to
Technically,
talk,
Technically,
anybody
I need
last
to
round,
attack. I need to attack every round.
so you are not raging.
That's bad.
Did you not the last round
I didn't
was
attack.
when you knocked her in?
grappled her? That's not really an attack.
I mean, come on. I was not like calmly attacking her. I was like, oh, let me grapple you in a very friendly and non-raging
I think
fashion.
if somebody ran up to me and shoved me into something else, I would consider that an
It
attack.
was a bull rush.
It was a bull rush. Let's see.
I mean, he killed her, sort of.
All right, we'll say that you're still raging.
Yeah.
Because the rules convince me, not any of your player please.
I'm appealing to you
Just
as an
to be
original.
I was only arguing the rules.
The
Nothing more.
player's handbook is a living document and involves.
Well, I was just reading, and in the description of grapple, it says if a player uses this attack, and so there you go. It's an attack. So 28 points of damage. You are deafened for a minute.
You don't want to hear what he has to say anyway.
I
Cool,
guess
so I'm not going to get any answers, is what I'm hearing. Damage.
But maybe the spear will speak directly into your mind.
And I will allow you to do something since why not?
Very generous.
Why
of you.
not?
Since you're gonna die anyway.
Okay, so I got this spear.
You
My
do?
options are I can attack him with it. I have no idea what that's going to do. I don't seem to have any other knowledge of. I don't seem to have any knowledge from the voice in my head of how I can use this to escape this realm.
Not without giving it your soul.
It already told you
Right.
it can,
Okay.
Yeah.
take you home.
Okay.
And Yancy Bin doesn't want you to have it, which I think is interesting.
But my soul. That's where I keep
But then
all
we
my
can go on a
feelings.
quest to get your soul back. We'll totally help you out.
Your soul was not exactly mint condition, is all I'm saying.
Maybe we can get you a new soul.
Ooh, new and improved.
Okay, explain to me what's involved in this whole trading soul for getting out of here thing.
No explanations.
Voice
You
in
give
my
me
head.
your soul.
Okay, like
The bargain is you give me your soul, I take you home and you
The
live.
spear tells you, but you can't hear it because you're deafened.
No, you're hearing this in your
in
mind.
my head. I really want to try to attack him once with it because I'm just super curious.
Well, you do know you get a +2 to attacks and damage with it.
That's pretty
Is,
good.
you should ask it, is it a bonus action to agree to give you my soul?
That is a fair question.
Yes, it is. It says
All right, I'm going to attack it once. 'cause I
God, it
just
seems
wanna
like
know
there'd be
what
a lot
happened.
more involved in that. That's
No, all you have to do is say yes. That's
just agree.
It's like buying a car. They're going to make it as easy as possible to close the deal.
That's right.
All right, so what
what
kind?
do
This
I
is
have
a
to do to get
It's a
you
spear.
out of here without a
It's
soul?
a finesse weapon.
it's a finesse weapon. Okay, but I can use my strength, and presumably I'm proficient with it because I'm proficient with.
Yep, you're proficient with all weapons.
All right, so that's +2 onto my addition of my usual.
Yep.
Bonus.
And I will look up the damage to spears. I don't remember.
So that's going to be a plus a d4 because I'm still blessed. So that's going to be a 22, which seems low when attacking a god.
Spear does a
Just a
D6.
prince.
But it's versatile. Are you using this one-handed or two-handed?
Let's say two-handed. I have sheathed my greatsword and like stabbing him.
That it is a
Two-handed.
D8, and you do additional D6 lightning damage. Although
Do I actually hit with a 22?
You need exactly a 22 to hit Yancy Ben.
Oh, wow.
Yay for the blessed mushroom.
god!
Great. Now it's going to go right to his head.
So
If he comes back, he's going to be so smug.
that's a D8 plus my usual strength bonus +2, you said?
Correct.
Plus I'm raging, which is an additional 2.
All right.
Uh,
11. Uh-oh.
And you know what? I'm a savage attack, so I got a 3 extra point of damage. 12 damage, plus you said a D6 lightning damage?
Don't bother.
Yeah, all right, I did 12 damage to a god. Does it seem like that did anything other than the normal amount of damage? Like,
Well, I'm just going to tell you that Yancy Bin has nearly 300 hit points.
yeah, I was
Ow,
guessing
a
that was the
paper
case.
cut.
My question was mostly, does it, being attacked with his own spear seem to have any special?
Seems to have angered him even more than
Right.
normal. But
In that case, I am out of here.
but he does not seem particularly hurt. All right, so I am out of here. Does that mean yes? I agree to give my soul to this.
I guess if you want to phrase it that way, sure.
Sounds like it's pretty important.
All right, spear. Yeah, spear. Here, soul.
Take home.
I hope.
Scott, I just want to do a quick math check here. I noticed that this adventure is named Princes of the Apocalypse. So would it be fair to say that Yancy Bin is simply one of the Princes of the Apocalypse?
That would be fair.
I mean, we've
Okay,
heard
would
that
you
there are
imagine there's
4 of
probably
them.
about 4 princes for each of the elementals?
That
Kasha
is
would
a
guess
safe
yes.
assumption.
And we have what, 5 player characters?
Yeah,
One more soul than we need.
6 player characters. That's like 2 spare souls.
perfect.
right.
Okay, so
I have 2
Take
souls,
me
so it's
home,
not a problem.
country spear.
so Yanzi Bin points at Umlal and is about to say die when there is a large clap of thunder that Umlal cannot hear. And Umlal feels like he is being ripped apart by winds.
It's not great.
Oh, you had Chipotle, didn't you?
His arms and legs are ripped off, his head is ripped off and flung into 5 different directions. Back in the chamber where everyone is, you hear a loud thunderclap, and plummeting from 20 feet, Umlal's body slams onto the floor. He is unconscious, and interestingly, he does not have a spear.
Huh.
I don't find that very interesting because I wasn't paying attention to the spear in the first place.
Now I deleted Umlal. I should not.
You have been deleted.
Oh,
just
boy.
his token, not anything else. I will find that.
Am I at like 0 hit points, or am I unconscious as like a separate condition?
You're just unconscious.
Okay.
So we'll just leave you there. There you are. Zatasha.
Whoa.
You heard it was a very loud thunderclap. So everyone looked over, and there.
Okay. That guy's back. But I'm more worried about Thurl, who I know is a jerkwad and might have information that is important to us at this point. So I am going to look over at him. And I'm going to point at him. And I'm going to use my psionic surge, which basically just overloads my psychic focus to batter down his defenses. I'm going to impose disadvantage on an intelligence saving throw.
So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, I think the DC is 15.
All right.
It is.
Let's see how smart he is. Average. I rolled 2 16s.
All right, nothing happens.
All right. It sounded very exciting. Carlos.
I would have been. Oh yeah, and I guess I can still move.
Oh yeah, you can. Sorry.
I sigh a little bit because I'm annoyed that I have to actually like move to do something. Hell.
Carlos crawls over to Umlal and tries to wake him up.
Give me a medicine check. That's still a thing, right?
Are we not in rounds anymore?
No, we're still in rounds.
16.
Because I am not done.
Oh, well then,
okay.
Carlos, hold your horses.
Carlos is slowly.
I was just
Crawling.
saying I'm going to move. But I need to double check my bonus actions here. And yeah, I think it's worth all of us, anybody who wants to, slowing down what's his noodle over there. So
What's his noodle?
That's Mr. What's His Noodle.
I'm gonna use
No, Mr. What's his noodle?
I'm gonna use 2 side points as a bonus action. I'm going to choose up to 5 people that I can see within 60 feet. And
Probably have to be conscious.
well, they can use their reaction if they have not already used their reaction to move half their speed heading towards Thurl to get to him and surround him. And then I'm also going to move 1, 2, and impose myself in front of him.
So who?
Scary. So Kachka can get a little closer if he wants. Shara.
I'm not sure he wants. She wants.
Well, right. You certainly don't have to. I mean, we know he can Misty Step, but and and I think that is it at this point. You need to take the guy down. Not kill him.
Don't kill him. Carlos, you crawl towards Umlal.
Yeah, 16 medicine check.
Umlal is conscious. Yay!
Am I still deafened?
Yes.
Just
Carlos! Where? He's like looking for a spear. What happened? Where am I?
That's what you hear.
You're back. You're back. Where did you go?
Why you talk so quiet? This is gonna be bad. So we're just gonna skip over it and just imagine Carlos and Amla are yelling at each other for the next minute.
Yep.
Oh, I can imagine that.
And Thrall sees Zotasha ahead of him and snaps his fingers and appears over here.
This guy's a real dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah,
the worst.
I've been here for months. Yeah. He's
So he
always
does not incur an opportunity attack for.
It usually doesn't
He
provoke.
teleports away. And let's see, what else does he do? Okay. That's what he's going to do.
Whoa.
And Zotasha, give me a perception check.
That's as poor as I can possibly do with a 6.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm a little distracted. There's a lot going on.
I'm going to keep us in rounds for now. Shara.
I'd
All
say
right.
go ahead, because I don't know that he completely disappeared. So I'd say go after him.
Well, but I battled him before, and I know that he's gone.
He's gone.
Did we battle him before?
Yes. You did
He
not.
jumped out a window.
You did
Yeah.
not. He was really good at getting up those stairs though and away from us.
Yeah, he
Yes,
moves
slippery.
quick.
He's very good at fleeing.
I mean, is
So-
he really a threat at this point? There's no spear.
I just want information. I don't know what the
I mean, I
heck
think
was
it's
going on
not
here.
good for the world for him to be running around free, but I'm also unclear if we can do anything about it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way we can catch up to him.
Well, I might as well try.
My-
All else there is to do is pop these priests that are passed out in the corner.
My
here.
character's ideal is to succeed at every friggin' task, and that's my current task.
All right,
No.
Shara, what would you like to do?
Is that? Do I get inspiration?
Sure. Oh, also, Ublal, you got inspiration.
I think I already had it, unfortunately. So
Well, you should have
I've been
used
hoarding-
it.
I've been hoarding it. Yeah, I should have used it.
You fought a god and you didn't use inspiration.
I hit.
You didn't need it.
You hit a god, it's true.
I went toe to toe with a god for a round, and I survived.
Kind of.
Around.
About that.
All right. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do a medicine check on Regdar.
All right.
I could bring him back next round.
Well, so that's a 14.
Regdar is conscious.
I'm gonna everybody.
Is he
Everybody-
conscious or stable?
Well, he's stable, but I'm just short-circuiting things here.
Everybody, come to me and put a hand on my arm or shoulder or something.
Regdar, you have
So
heard-
I am
you're conscious.
So
you
I
have 1 hit
don't.
point.
Oh wait, I'm conscious with stabilized. Okay.
Generally, no, but in this instance, yes.
Okay. in
She
this
did a really good job.
Well, I don't know. I was expecting to make a death saving throw on my turn, and there's nobody in range. And all Regdar basically saw is we started a fight, and he got hit by 2 bolts of lightning.
Yeah.
So
And-
And then you wake up and you see Shara, who says,
you're
"Put
like,
your hand on me."
Yeah.
Regdar reaches out his hand and says, "Did we win?"
Oh, honey.
I don't know if Regdar can do anything else particularly useful. Yeah. So,
You could use that bead of healing on yourself.
yeah, I guess. Can I cure wounds on myself?
You can get
Sure.
some healing on your next turn if you want to save it.
I guess
I feel
I'll
like
save
there's
it.
a lot
I mean,
of people who need healing, and we don't know what's about to happen next.
You know
so-
what? I'm going to
Just
save
come
this.
to me. Just
All right,
just save
I'm
your
here.
healing. Just come
Okay.
to me.
All right.
Kachka.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and bonus action up Rig. Actually, he's already over there by Shara, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to move up here. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, Regdar.
Oh.
Close enough that I can go ahead and buff up Carlos some more.
Yes, yes. Shinier Carlos, yes.
So you get 6 more hit points.
Double digits.
And I put one of my pinchers or whatever they are on Shara. And I'm done.
Oh, all right. Umlal, you're still deafened.
How much longer does that last?
Well, it lasts for a minute, so this is the first round. Well, second round, so 8 more rounds.
All right, Amal climbs to his feet. He sees everybody over by Shara, so he kind of shrugs and walks in that direction.
Okay.
With my other 3 arms, I'm waving him over.
Okay.
Uh,
Gets
so-
over there, and it seems like everybody's like putting a hand on her. He's like, "Rrr," puts his
It's a
hand
fake feeling.
on her
My-
head.
My question to you all is, are you not going to run after Thrall? Because if you're not, we don't need to be in rounds.
Oh.
I don't know that he's even there or where he is. So,
Well, let's
Yeah,
go.
I'll
We'll
throw that
go
in.
one more round when everyone can tell me what they're doing. Zatasha.
Yeah, see, that's as a player, I want to listen to Aline and just go and do what she says. As a character, I really want to run after this guy.
Follow your heart.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm new. I don't know. That's
Yeah, you don't
I
trust us.
necessarily trust
You've
her.
got your own.
Yep.
Although, are you remembering that I too am sent by what's her name, Masastra?
Nobody
Sasha.
knows.
Yes,
Well,
that's
Shastra.
true.
Are you remembering that?
She is the one that she did say that you were the one I could count on.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is
I'm gonna
true.
roll for it. Evens or odds? Evens I run, odds I go back to
truly the best decision-making process.
Mhm.
it's evens. I'm running.
All right.
Oh, all right.
All right. So I'm just gonna move 2, 3.
So you round the corner. There's no Thrall.
Can I perceive
You can
him?
use your action and double up that
Yeah, you can move again.
your dashing.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my whole move. That was just part of it. I'm going to use some of my last psi points to perceive the unseen. So as a bonus action, I gain the ability to see auras, even of invisible or hidden creatures. Until my concentration ends, I can see all creatures, including hidden and invisible ones, regardless of lighting conditions. Do I see him now?
I will say yes. So you sense that he is actually on the opposite side of this wall from where you are right now.
Oh, bust on through.
Yeah.
Go
I
all Kool-Aid
can't-
Man on him.
We
Oh,
promise
yeah.
I don't have any way to get to him.
You got feet.
Well, you know that you
Yeah.
walked through this passage before, so you know that you could go down. He's in the
Okay.
passage that you're in, so
So that was 3, 4, 5.
you just have to turn the corner and you will see him.
If you want to let us know telepathically where he is, that might be
I
useful.
can't see you. Sorry.
You can only telepathy people you can see?
Line of
Mhm.
sight.
Wow.
5.
I don't have that problem.
Oh, I know.
The
By the way, I also don't
give you
sleep.
better range. So
And you have a book.
I at this point, I know since we came in this way, I know exactly how far it is, and I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up with them. So I'm just going to turn around. And 1, 2, 5, 2, 3. I don't think I can get quite all the way to Shara.
You're very close. Carlos.
Carlos says, "Hey, it's a group hug,"
And he tries to kill it.
and he moves on over.
All
to
right. So no one's
the-
going to chase after our good friend Thrall.
Carlos
No.
doesn't know what's going
Or
on
Thurl.
either, so he's
Okay.
just,
Alternatively,
Or-
thorough.
Well, we got to see what
Whatever.
Shar is about to do. here.
I wanted to track him down later, but right now,
We have not forgotten you. And so, Shara, what are you doing?
I need everybody touching me. So is it okay if Zatasha moves forward?
Yes, we're out of rounds, so do what
Okay.
you will do.
there I am.
All right. So everyone's touching.
Mhm.
I put my hand in my pocket and we are transported back to Mishatra's office.
Yeah, so you all disappear
Whoa.
You reappear in an office that is very familiar to you and also contains some people. So Mashaka is behind her desk, and across from her is another Templar who they seem like you have caught them. Mashaka doesn't look too surprised. The other Templar is like, Regdar! Oh, look, Regdar. Regdar, you have just been teleported with the rest of your friends into Mashakra's office, where she is sitting behind your desk, and you have interrupted a meeting where she's talking to another Templar. The Templar looks surprised, turns, and says, Regdar!
Amlal doesn't take well to being teleported, so he immediately throws up.
Can I just check? Sorry, I was away. Who teleported us? Unknown?
Shara said, everybody
Okay.
touch me. She put her hand in her pocket, and
So it was an intentional teleportation. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And Mashakra says to the Templar, get out. And he leaves very quickly and says, Regdar, call me.
Aw.
Call me on what?
You wouldn't understand, you're not a Templar.
Call on me.
I feel like I do not. I think that guy is totally misjudging our relationship. Didn't he like yell at me in an alley and then the street collapsed? Is it the same Templar or is it just a Templar?
It's just a Templar.
Okay,
It's
well,
the guy
you
from
know,
The Office. Come on.
like, yeah. I mean,
You
obviously,
may be
I'm not-
in the pottery enthusiast club with him for all you know.
Regdar, a bunch of us are going down to the pub after work. You want to come?
I'm just saying, like, Regdar is clearly not dressed as a Templar, and like that guy should, like, keep it on the TL, show some chill.
He's not the brightest.
Yeah,
He is a
things
Templar.
are. You know what? He never would have gotten appointed to where he was under Calic. That's all I'm saying.
Shara, Zatasha, idiots, what are you doing here? The idiots, of course, refer to everyone other than Shara and Zatasha.
Oh, we know.
Rude.
Yeah, but accurate.
And
Mhm.
we just
We won. We did it. What did we do? What happened? I wasn't. I was
Yeah.
asleep then.
By the way, I've
so
got 8 more heals to hand out. I'm not sure if it matters because it sounds like we may be in a place where we can rest. But
I think you could probably long
In
rest.
her office. Hey, hey, do you mind if we take a long rest?
I'm just gonna be under your
Check
desk
back
for
in
the
8
rest of the
hours.
round. Actually, I
No,
don't
you
need to
didn't
be under
sleep.
there for that long. I don't sleep.
Yeah, I'll just stare at you in my tuber for 4 hours. So she looks up expectantly. I told you to use that under dire emergency. Is there? What brings you here?
they're opening the portals. The air portal was almost open. I'm not sure what happened. It's closed now, but I don't know what the state of the others is or what even really happened to close the air portal.
Mm-hmm. And Thurl, I was trying to chase him down and he got away. And I didn't realize we were going to end up back here, or I probably would have kept chasing him to ransack his mind for everything he knew.
Also, we left 3 prisoners down there that we probably should have.
Nope, they got out. Or we gave them directions on how to find the bird lady and carry her away.
Oh boy.
I just edited the previous session, so that's
Yeah, I seem
Yeah.
to recall we were pretty sure that the bird lady could not be carried away by them. But okay.
Unknown what happened to them. Spoiler.
I mean, ultimately, if the portal's open, it's kind of the end of everything.
Yeah,
So,
you got to cut your losses sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes your losses are a bird lady that you leave.
So
dying
wait,
in a
Carlos says, wait a second. How did the portal close? I got hit by. Didn't we all get hit by lightning and get knocked unconscious? What happened?
Mataka says, yes, I would also like to know why you're here and what happened. How
I think
exactly did
Amal
the
has
portal
to tell
close?
us.
Amal's just picking up stuff off the desk and looking at it, and he still can't hear anybody.
It's true. She says, put that down. You can't hear her,
Can't
but-
hear
No.
So please tell me what has happened.
It's a minute. I imagine Amla's hearing is coming back now.
No, he's just ignoring everybody now.
If I use one of my
Lies.
heals
I'm gonna
on
poke him.
hearing
Wait,
aid.
Nell.
Wait,
what?
What happened? What
We-
happened after you attacked that lady?
And now you can
Oh.
hear.
Yeah, he pushed her and the spear and Windvane into the portal and went into the portal with
Yes.
her.
We
And
went
then
to.
It closed and then he came back and
Yeah.
appeared unconscious. That's what we saw.
I went to Windy City. Lots of
Chicago?
cows. Yes, that's in Chicago.
It's Dark Sun. It would be spelled with some kind of apostrophe.
That's right.
The really tall guy there, he kind of jerk. really loud thunderclap with the hands, and I took spear.
You have the spear. Where's the spear?
Yeah, totally lost it. No idea. I stab him once with it, and then I back.
How did you get back?
Spear must have done it.
Roll deception.
I have a 0.
You don't say.
Maybe rolling insight.
I got it.
Everybody else, if you want to know if he's lying or not, roll.
I mean, technically that's true. The spear did it.
Yeah. She says, there seems to be more to the story.
Spear talk to me? Pretty weird.
What did it say?
Something about getting me home in exchange for missile.
In exchange for your what?
My soul.
Something old?
Something borrowed?
Something new.
In exchange for mold?
In exchange for some mold?
So
you should have talked to me. I have so many molds back in my work.
You should clean that. Too many mold bad for you.
No, they're pottery molds for,
Pottery should not grow mold.
This is quite troubling, Shara and Zatasha. Very troubling. Luckily, while you've been gone, we have been investigating in the arcane library of our former sorcerer king. And then she spits on the ground. King Tithian has allowed us to open it up to investigate. And we have found legend tells of 3 weapons that can help us with this, that have powers apparently to close portals, much like this spear. And I think that what we need to do is go to this mountain. When I say we, I mean you. Go to this mountain called known in legend as the White Plume Mountain, which was apparently millennia ago home of a mad wizard who crafted 3 weapons named Wave, Whelm, and Black Razor. You must recover these weapons.
Not like the other.
And bring them back so that we can close these portals. Athos must remain closed off from the rest of the planes.
Agreed. I would just like to take a moment to say to Ms. Shastra that this team did a fantastic job. At the same time, I am telepathically saying this is not true at all.
I was going to say roll deception on that one.
We closed the damn portal. What do you want from us?
They managed to succeed and caused very little disruption in the process.
I have questions about why Athos should remain closed off. Are the other planes this bad? Maybe they could help us.
Athos is strictly a Delta hub, and they don't want the competition.
Well, if you can ask her if you want.
Yeah, why close planes off?
I mean, it seems like
not
there
so
are
bad.
Some good planes, but mainly they just don't want the bad planes getting in.
Mainly, we're trying to protect the other planes from the Dragon of Tyr.
We're the problem.
We are the problem.
That Amlal thinks for a second and says that make more sense.
My deception was a 19, by the way. So
it just seems like if we could open it up to some more planes, it would dramatically increase property values here.
No, I fear the dragon has already sensed that these planes have been opened, and he is planning to. We would like to avoid the rest of the planes becoming hellish sandscapes like Athos is.
But maybe we could leave.
Well, you got out, but you came back.
Did.
And with no compunctions about keeping any promises.
So she says, your new mission is to gather these weapons so that we can be armed to close these portals and perhaps fight the elemental princes should they enter into Athos.
I am certain this team is up to the task.
Telepathy.
She nods her head with a knowing look at you.
Well, clearly, they have no other options. So
it is true.
Me not getting on any plane.
It is. She says that one of the legitimate critiques of Prince Gallic is that he was, or Sorcerer King Gallic was that he was dramatically underfunding the agency in charge of protecting this plane from all other planes.
It's okay, Amla. We're not going to put you on a plane. Here, drink some of this cank milk real fast.
So she says, "You're welcome to
Pity
rest.
fool.
Rest here the night. I suggest that you start off in the morning. It is about a 4-day travel. We will supply you with all the needed."
That's great because I have 1 hit point.
And then she looks at you and says, "Anything else?"
So wait a minute. There's the weapons that open the portals, and these weapons at the mountain are different from those weapons. Yes,
These are different weapons. I will
so
tell
many
you.
weapons.
I will tell you about them if you'd like.
I have
would like
already
to hear
told
about
everyone
Whelm.
about them.
Whelm is a legend has it. It is a powerful warhammer forged by dwarves.
Sounds cool.
Okay. How about Wave?
Wave is something known as a trident, which your friend Carlos might be recognize. Used quite well in the gladiator pits. It is seemingly carved with images of shells and strange creatures that I have no name for.
Some of them might have been fish. We saw some of those. It was really weird.
I have heard the word, but I do not know what it
It
means.
was gross.
Kachka caught one. She was quick.
And finally, Black Razor is...
No, I don't want to hear about Black Razor.
I do.
All right, finally, Black Razor is a great sword that's...
All right.
and then,
Thank you, Dan.
the texts say that this wizard grabbed the stars from the sky and filled Black Razor with its power.
Black Razor brought to you by Harry's. No.
Available
At this Shave Club.
What kind of powers do stars have?
Shiny.
I don't know.
Or is it just a legend and we don't know any more
Texts
details?
are unclear.
Well, it makes you
Although
invincible
they do
for about
say
10
that
seconds.
Black Razor is probably the most powerful of and the most feared weapon.
Also, what up with that spear, hypothetically speaking?
Yeah, I think it's important to get to the bottom of what has happened to our good friend Omlal.
Yeah, is there anything
totally
about
fine.
like it's totally not a good idea for someone without a soul to pick up one of these weapons, or it is a good idea for someone without a soul?
Well, the texts do not have anything related to souls except in relation to Black Razor. It says that it hungers for souls.
Oh,
Well, I'm not
No,
sure you said
that misprinted hunger for rolls.
Oh,
Everybody
Delicious.
loves those.
dinner rolls.
Only the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster, though.
but there was no. It does say that each of the weapons can only be wielded by certain types of people. And
The
that they-
Athenian restaurant
Racist.
Red Kank just doesn't sell as well.
and for some reason, it says that when you pick up a weapon, it will speak to you, which seems ridiculous. But
Yes, totally ridiculous.
but they're supposed to be quite powerful and amongst the most powerful artifacts that we know of.
Well, this is awesome. We got a dude with no soul, so you can pick up all those weapons with no problem, right?
Unless just get like an armful of weapons.
Shouldn't be an issue.
Do you have any other questions for me?
The teleportation stone I used, is that like a consumable thing, or do I still have that?
You reach into your pocket and realize that it is dust.
Okay, so I'm gonna let her know.
Now there's lots of little teleportation stones.
We can all teleport lots of times.
Like,
Snort this. Neil.
That's not how any of this works.
just so she knows that was our one chance to get back quickly, unless she wants to give me another.
That was the one stone of that kind that we had. So
Okay.
What other stones do you have?
Probably some sending stones. Even we've got a couple of those.
Diamonds, rubies.
So she looks at
Awesome.
Natasha and Shara and says, are there any other actual relevant questions that you two might have?
Where can we rest?
And she'll say, one of my people will take you to some quarters if you'd like to stay in the Golden Tower, or
Yes,
you are in
that
tier,
sounds
so
good.
you can go wherever you like.
No. Tower's good. Comfy beds. I like it.
All right. So she thanks you for your service, and you go out to her office. You see a Templar who is waiting there, a different Templar who does not seem to recognize Regdar. And he says, "This way, please." He takes you to the barracks and says, "Here you go." And it's basically a couple bunk beds, several bunk beds. And he says, "You can take
We don't get our own rooms?" I say to the guy.
I'm just following orders."
but don't you know about like a couple of nicer, like more well-appointed rooms that you could take us to that nobody's using right now?
There are many such rooms in the Golden Tower, but I've been told to take you here.
Doesn't matter to me. I don't
Mystic
sleep
charm
anyway.
him.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but
He has to succeed on a charisma saving throw, or he's charmed.
all right.
I have been sleeping in a cave for months.
He got a 13, which I assume is not enough.
That is not enough.
All right, and he says, "But I'm sure we can make arrangements. Follow me."
Thank you. You know that Mashastra and I go way, way back. So this is all cool.
I'm sure that she'll be fine with this, and I'll tell her about it as soon as I bring you to the chambers. He takes you up
That will not surprise her at all. We go way back.
He takes you up a couple of floors and takes you to the most luxuriously appointed rooms you have ever seen. And he says, "This is where the Sorcerer King Kalak used to stay."
All right.
What's the decor like in the Sorcerer?
Everything is gold plated.
Oh God!
I'll have him bring us beer.
Yeah.
Or
only the best. Only the best for the Sorcerer King.
Room beer.
The greatest people.
You
Please
can't go back
bring-
to the pubs.
That's right. There's a lot of gold, a lot of macabre motifs.
Please bring 6 bowls of stew.
So you say the Sorcerer King used to live in a big tower that was tacky
Yes.
and decorated in gold.
Yes.
Interesting.
He was a great negotiator.
Story checks out.
That's right. This is the best appointments that you can find anywhere. So don't worry.
Only the best.
Amla looks at Zatasha and says, "You good new friend."
Settle in, fellas and ladies.
And so this is like a sprawling suite. There are several bedrooms and many rooms you don't understand the purposes of. There are disturbing rooms that have things
Dibs on the
I'd rather
disturbing
not
room.
think about. But it's all
just like nobody, like Regdar's like putting coasters out everywhere.
I'm
like
just
yelling-
going to sleep.
yelling at
Imagine
anyone who's
Regdar is
putting-
admiring the pottery, really.
Put anyone who's putting their feet up in a couch. He's yelling. He's scolding them.
Amla's trying to find the largest place that he can actually stretch out.
there's a huge.
Would you say there's a king-sized bed?
there is a sorcerer king size bed, which is
It's
10
like
times
four-
the size of a king size bed.
Excellent dibs.
It's slightly wider, and you have to get different sheets for it. It's
actually
really annoying.
tiny.
Yeah, the Athasian king is
Yep.
just a terrible size.
Bad news.
This
I'm
episode
just
is brought
finding
to
a
you
place.
by Casper.
Yes, just the
Now-
right.
Just the right king,
Now
just the right
shipping to Apis.
In a small, how do they get it in their box?
Magic is the answer.
Yeah, magic.
Yeah.
Spell.
The answer.
Yeah.
Dark,
Templar
evil
magic.
magic.
Dark magic that siphons life energy. So-
Mordenkainen's collapsible mattress.
So you rest the nights uneventfully. If there's anything in particular you would like to do, you should do it right now.
Scott,
And I'm going
Is
to
there anything I need to know?
maybe in the future you will need to know
Okay.
things. So the character trait that I told you about is still in effect. You have not heard the spear talk to you. You don't feel any different other than the one thing. And that's about it.
Cool.
I rest.
And I will be right
And-
back.
When I wake up, the first thing I want to do is use my aura sight to view Amlal's aura. Just see what's going on.
All right.
Or my
So that's
Well,
what I'm gonna
Scott is
It's
left.
back. Yep.
Only the orange chair remains.
Orange chair. You
I
like us better than Scott, surely.
assume that either we need to say goodbye or we need to have Scott just tell us sort of like where we're going next, and then we set out and then we end it, because this feels like this is the point where this season should end.
You should check with Scott on that. This may just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. Scott, we decided while you were gone.
Mhm.
What if he just comes back and all of our chairs are empty? Rapture.
I'm willing to wear my headphones
Just-
just off camera.
Stiffening.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. You want to just like go and just sit here and just
Everybody just get up. Are we
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this?
Hell yeah, we're doing this.
All right.
You guys still have your headphones on so you can hear when it comes
Oh,
back.
yeah.
I totally-
All right, same.
I can still see. Okay, no, we're all good.
Hi, everybody.
Wait, Tony, you're okay. There we go.
No, I saw it was wrong. Hello.
How long do you think he's gone for? If he's gone for like 5 minutes, it's gonna
He
be
might have
Oh,
quit.
I see a light. I think movement.
Nope. He was walking by.
All right. Shh.
He's faking us out.
You can't hear us.
Or can he?
Hi, hello, bootleg.
Hey there, YouTube stream.
Podcast.
The live stream
Live
is
stream.
loving it.
Now live streams love this.
Hello, no context TVK.
This is I don't know. This has got to be up there with the stupidest things we've ever done.
Oh wait, he's back. He's back. Surprise!
I finally win.
Oh, that's really gonna translate well to that podcast.
Hello, future me.
Oh man.
Hi, Scott.
So Scott,
Hello.
I feel like either this is the wrap up, or you can set us out like on what our next mission is, and we can get to a point there. But this feels like the stopping point we've been looking for.
Yes, I think that I do know the next thing that's going to happen, but we can stop now if everyone wants.
Well, as soon as we wake up and I have my psi points back, I just want to look at Amlal's aura, view his aura. So as an action, I can study one creature's aura until my concentration ends. When I can see him, I learn if it's under the effect of any magical or psionic effects, current hit point total, and basic emotional state. And then while it lasts, I have an advantage on insight and charisma checks.
So Umlal does not have an aura.
At all?
Nope.
I share that with the group.
Is that bad?
Yeah,
me
yeah.
never have aura. I mean, not know what
Does
you're
that-
talking about.
Does that mean anything?
Yeah, translate hippie.
Yeah, what does that mean? Have I ever encountered this before in all of my years?
You have never encountered someone who does not have an aura.
Whoa.
How many half giants have you met?
A few.
And they've all had auras.
Yeah, they all had auras. Not a lot going on in those auras often, but
Whoa.
Does that
I was
mean
a
she
I
doesn't
was a
know his
criminal.
emotional state or his hit points either?
That is correct.
Oh, that's good because I was not sure what my emotional state was going to be.
So yeah, when you look at Umlal, you so when you're reading auras, you basically sense kind of like the life force and what's happening there. It is as if you were looking at a corpse.
oh, wow,
Oh
Creepy.
man, not again.
that's really disturbing.
I mean, in a way, we're all corpses.
Pre-corpses.
Pre-
Tony.
Yeah, pre-corpses.
Yep.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, Regdar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do I have an aura? I got killed and brought back. I don't know how much I remember about that. Did that Tembo eat my aura?
Well, if Shara
Yeah,
Zatasha
Shara.
looks at you,
Sorry, Zotasha. What is my aura like?
Oh, sure. I will.
What do you do?
Do
Just
me next,
doing like
do me
psychic readings now?
Next.
In this episode,
Right.
Zatasha learns about.
Guys,
the
let's get real.
I hadn't known that Regdar had died and come back before, so that seems like a logical thing.
time travel-y. It was. He may not have died because of the time travel-y thing, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what's Regdar's aura? one?
Regdar's aura is Regdar. What is Regdar's current emotional state?
Quizzical.
No, your basic emotional state. I don't know if that means basic.
Still quizzical.
Quizzical, I think, is also the same.
Okay,
And you know he has the aura you would expect. You now know his hit point total, all of that stuff,
Okay, all right.
and you will
You may
remember.
now know my secret that I am a
Regdar.
magic user.
That's he is a magic user, and Regdar had died, but there was a wish that brought him back to life. So
Okay. All right.
that is
Dude,
there's no
he
evidence of
seems
that.
solid. So good job.
I'm good. All right, cool.
The insane magic hat didn't do anything permanent to him.
Reggar has a lot of previous conditions that
He's not currently wearing it.
Except for all his followers, the insane magic hat posse.
Oh god.
No.
Uh,
So
All
do
right,
we
so
do we
go
need
ahead.
to
Auras, how do they work?
buy like resupply before we head off on our new adventure, or
If you would like.
is Mashasta gonna give us some?
She'll give you all basic supplies that you need, so you don't need to buy anything. So whatever you would like, basic stuff you can have.
Great.
Healing potions are basic, right?
I would like 600 feet of rope, please.
You have 600 feet of rope.
Yes.
100 feet in each arm.
We have a giant basket with it, and Umlal can carry you around.
So
Sure.
are we going to do anything about the fact that Umlal has no aura/soul?
Let's kill him.
I think probably Shara and or I would have some contacts here in the castle. Now that we know that the arcane library has been opened up, I think we should contact somebody and have them get to work on researching to see if they can find any information about what this means and if there's a way to reverse it.
So you talk to one of the people who's been tasked with keeping the exploring the arcane library, and they say, "Oh, we'd like to study this person. Bring him to us."
I thought you might. That's why I brought this to you specifically. I knew it was your jam.
Do you have to dissect him, or
Don't ask
have
questions.
to is a
Don't-
strong word.
vivisection is also an option. He said.
Let's just start with the library books, and maybe when we get back, we can see.
I mean, we're totally cool with that if you have
on
to.
my research, and you see that she's bringing out obsidian blades and things.
Let's.
I haven't successfully vivisected anyone, but I've been.
Well,
and
I know
think
that your speciality is you like to take things methodically and do it the
I
right
like to take things apart.
way. You're so good at this. So, and I know that you enjoy taking things apart, and that you like to make sure
Where is he?
that you learn as much as possible as you take these things apart.
This guy is
So
good.
you
Maybe
should
we should
probably
bring
go
this guy on our next adventure.
Go to the books first. Go to the books first.
Well, I will do the boring research if you promise when he comes back, I can have him.
Deception
Sure.
check. Sure.
Wait, I'm all rolls insight on that deception.
I will telepathically say to Umlal, don't worry about
rolling
this.
insight.
I
She
will
got a-
never.
She got a 16 on her insight check.
Let's see. In my my psychic disruption focus is up, so
Oh.
I have advantage. So that is it's either a 19 or slightly less than 19. So
Well, either one will beat what I rolled. So she says, "All right," and she Umlal is there. She looks at her and says, "She looks at Umlal and says, this is gonna be fun."
and I say to Umlal telepathically, I look at him and go, "Don't worry, I was totally lying."
Why so many voices in my head?
Ooh, maybe that's a side effect. We'll
It
start
must
with the
be,
brain.
I say as I shuffle everybody out of the room.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Don't hurt him.
All right. Do we need to go to our next mission? What happens now? Are we
So you
off
supply
to the
up,
mountain?
You are off to the mountain. You travel for 4 days uneventfully. You see.
Come on, I need some flavor.
Yeah, where's the cliffhanger?
Through the desert wastes, we travel
Yes.
uneventfully.
That's right. Nothing of interest happens. And you see in the distance a mountain that seems kind of conical. And it is.
That's a hilarious mountain.
That is a ridiculous mountain. Yeah. Oh, conical. Oh.
Yes. And you Mashaka totally kind of gave you a description of the mountain, and this fits the description. You're sure that this is the mountain, and you approach it, and it is, of course, on this wasteland of the desert. And as you get within, I'll say, a quarter mile, you take one step, and you take another, and you realize instantly
Oops, wrong
that
mountain.
things have changed. You look around, and where once there was sand, you see this lush green vegetation. The air just feels much more full of moisture than you have ever experienced. You
humidity.
look all over, you see these large things that are trees that you don't understand. The mountain in front of you is green, and it seems like a little filigree of smoke is coming out from the top of it. And all you see leagues upon leagues of trees everywhere that you look.
What sorcery is this?
Is this the same mountain? Does it look like the same mountain, or has the
It
mountain?
looks like the same mountain.
And it wasn't smoking before we took that.
It was not smoking, nor was it green.
When we
ask you this.
turn around and look back the way we came, is that way lush, or is it like there's like a magic wall behind us?
It is completely lush all the look around. And Shara, you realize that you are not on the same plane.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I said I was not getting on any plane.
Hey, shut up, man. I
Have
gave
some
you
cank
that
milk.
for this very reason.
So
Cankmilk.com, everybody. Cankmilk.com.
No,
Is that where we're leaving off? That seems like a good
Yes.
cliffhanger.
Tree
Tree
hanger.
hanger. Sorry, good tree hanger.
No.
Oh, and you realize you're at a cliff.
No!
The end.
The end. That's where we'll leave it.
All right.
We're just gonna settle down and live peaceful
Eglath,
lives.
Yeah,
Angel.
right?
Yeah.
Chop down some trees, make a log cabin.
Yeah,
Those trees will probably
eat
try to
some
eat us.
Now, this plane is awesome.
grass and drink some moisture.
Food
What more
lighting,
do we do?
Wi-Fi, loving it.
I love drinking moisture.
Oh God! Add that to the incomparable ringtone collection.
So really, we're done after 2 hours?
I think so.
I mean, we got the whole gang together.
I have more. We can continue if you want, but we don't.
We can continue, and that's just the break right there. We can do that and play
Mm-hmm.
for another. Do we have another hour or two?
I do.
I do.
I mean, it seems like kind of a waste since we.
Yeah,
all
no,
already
no,
settled
we
and everything.
can keep going.
Silly.
I'm okay with
We can
keeping
keep
going.
going.
I was more concerned with having something that felt like a real ending for the podcast, but we can
Yeah.
pick it up now and then
So for
Bang
anyone
this.
who's still listening, the next half of this might not be released for like
for like a year.
A
Yeah.
year.
I need
That's
a
fine.
30-second break then.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, me too.
average time.
We
Yeah.
should have done this when we were
fine.
just faking out Scott, but that was too funny to not do that.
Jokes.
Yeah, we're hilarious.
Oh, everybody's leaving. Oh, Steve, you're not leaving.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Oh, bye, Steve. I will have some cantaloupe. People who are listening to the live stream, it's just you and me. And I don't have YouTube open, so I don't know if anyone is listening, but this is Scott McNulty signing. I was going to say signing off, but I'm not signing off. I feel like I'm a DJ. Tell me your problems, and I will solve them. That is not what DJs do. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should be quiet now. Think about what I've done. Is that it? Oh, look, 14 people. Hello. Oh, look, I opened YouTube, so now I can see. Also, Len, I do not appreciate you casting aspersions on my shirt. This is
Sure.
a fine shirt.
Yeah, no, that's a great shirt.
I'm just.
It also
I
like it contrasts with your orange orange chair. So I
That's
feel
right.
like that's a good chair color for a lot of things.
I like this chair. I took this opportunity to talk to the people in the YouTube chat.
Oh. How are they?
They're fine.
The season break. It happened. I'm relieved.
People are excited that Carlos is a wizard.
Well, that is a strong way to put it. Carlos knows 3 spells.
Cantrips. 3 cantrips.
No, 2 cantrips on a level 1 spell. Thunderwave is a
I didn't know
level
you had-
1.
Oh yeah, because you did Thunderwave. That's your level 1 spell, huh?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple more that are more kind of combat oriented. One of them is basically a it makes my weapon glow, and if they move out of range of me before my next turn, they take like thunder damage or something. Booming blade. So that's a fun and I think I can do that every time. So Carlos looks cooler when he attacks things now.
The most important part of D&D.
All right, how do you get in here?
I'm pretty excited that I only forgot one thing so far that I could have done in the moment.
This is pretty good, by the way.
This game?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
I have coffee.
coffee's good for you.
I have a neat mug with a microphone on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, that's a robot head.
Isn't it?
Creepy.
Steven got it for being part of the Alberta Podcast Network.
Oh, the network has its privileges.
It does. You get to go to fancy parties a couple times a year.
Hmm.
Yeah, you get stuff.
So we're going on hiatus for like a year?
I don't know. I mean, we just I want to go back to Dragonforge at some point, and it sounds like we're going to have to this is going to go on a long time. So we need to take a break at some point.
1/4 of the way there. It only took us like 17 hours.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like 25 hours.
Is that really right? Oh my God.
Well, this adventure
warming up for a lot of that. The rest of this is going to just go like.
Scott, does this adventure
fast.
use milestones for leveling up?
It
Should we
can.
be level 7 now?
Maybe.
Are we literally the fastest leveling we've ever done?
You did do damage to a god.
It's true.
It's
And
true.
have your soul eaten
It's quite an experience.
in one turn.
Mr.
I mean,
Eventful.
there are no gods on Athos, right? I mean, this isn't really a god.
I wasn't on
He
it.
wasn't on Athos.
Yeah,
It's true.
he was in the airplane. The plane.
The
There are no
airplane.
gods- There are no gods on
Okay.
Athos usually because Athos is sealed off from all the other planes.
Apparently, the seal is leaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when that
Yeah.
happens.
So I was
From a
trying
rose.
to catch Thrall to grab him and take him, where
Mhm.
there would be more people to keep him from running away.
Ah,
But I knew, like, once he started misty stepping, I was like, "There's no way we're actually going to catch him."
he's
That guy
he's
makes me want to
trickster.
throw.
It wasn't funny the first time either.
Was it?
Oh, are we all back?
All right, we're back. It's a new
Yay.
season
I'm leaving
of Total
again.
Party Kill, and here to tell you all about it, your favorite dungeon master of this season, it's Scott McNulty.
That's right. Welcome back to the worst bits of Total Party Kill.
Wait, what is happening? It's been so long since we've been on this podcast.
I feel like
I don't even remember what it was. All I
Scott-
remember is that I had a
Scott,
soul.
why do you have such a long beard and/or your beard has fallen off from old age? How do beards work?
Not like that. So, as you may recall,
don't.
So long ago.
you were sent off on a mission to stop the apocalypse from happening. You thwarted one prince of the apocalypse, the Air Prince. Umlal may or may not have bargained his soul in the process.
What?
Who knows? And you were sent off to retrieve 3 powerful weapons to help defeat the rest of the prophets and perhaps thwart their plans of global denomination. Yes, they want to make everyone Roman Catholic. That's right. And so Mashaka, who is your kind of the ringleader here, who's sending you to do things, has told you a legend of these 3 weapons that were hidden away in a mage's dungeon. And she sent you off to do it. You went off, of course, dutifully to find out what you could find, and you were transported to a strange place where one can drink nectar from the air and see trees and lush things, and you're standing at the foot of a mountain.
Me was born in mountains.
Not like
Did they
this.
look like this?
Nope.
Okay, if we could spend 10 minutes, I don't trust whatever is happening here. And I would like to be able to pick up a branch or a stone or something like that. And if I can concentrate on it for 10 minutes, I can learn a few basic facts about it and gain a mental image from its point of view, showing the last creature to hold the object within the last 24 hours and any events that have occurred within 20 feet of it within the past hour.
Your real challenge is going to be concentrating on it for 10 minutes while Amlo like crouches next to you, pokes you, and says, "You talking to Stick?
Does Stick have aura?
You learn anything yet?"
I'm very good at concentrating.
So tell me again what you learn.
I learn anything that's happened within 20 feet of this object within the last hour from its perspective. So I can see and hear any events as if I were there.
All right. So you see the wind blowing, a couple of animals that you've never seen before. They're like very cute little things that run about. And then you see a group of people that look very familiar walking up to a stick, and you see yourself picking it up.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it wasn't like somebody set a trap.
Nope.
I'll show that with a group. Like it's not like somebody set a trap and suddenly here we were. At least not in the last couple hours.
So when Zatasha walks away from it, Amlal reaches down, picks up the stick, and just goes, "Hello, Stick."
When
Illusion. The
When we
stick
got-
says hello
It's
back.
mimic.
So when we got here, Scott, I learned, or I could tell that we were not on the same plane as Athos. Is there anything more that I can tell about how we got here? Like we didn't go through a portal or anything like that. Is there?
Well, roll a perception check for me.
I want to say that it was a rock and not a stick, and I'm going to put it in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
16.
I'm going to do something to it and then stick it in my pocket. Just in case.
Oh, all right. So Shara spends a couple of as Natasha's spending 10 minutes communing with a rock, Shara is looking around and she walks back the way you came. And Shara, you and everyone else sees Shara disappear. And Shara, you find yourself standing back on the desert of Athos.
Whoa.
So it's like two places existing in one? Like there's not a...
Well, you think that it seems like the separation of the planes might be breaking down, and this might be a weak spot.
Okay.
You also know you can make an educated guess that there was a lot of magic that happened in this vicinity, because there was a magician who lived here and created these very powerful weapons. So perhaps that might have something to do with it.
Okay. All right. What do I need to do to get back?
So you walk back the way you came, and you're instantly back, and everyone sees you pop into existence again.
All right. So I'm gonna. The planes are breaking down. This is bad.
Wow.
Amlal is definitely doing the thing where he's like in one plane and then he jumps into the other plane.
Yep, you can keep doing that, going back and forth. Every time he does that, he vomits.
It does not stop him.
I know.
Boy.
I don't like this. It's making
Yeah, don't vomit on both planes. Now they're both gross.
Carlos climbs a tree.
Okay, give me an
New
athletics check.
experience.
It's I rolled a 1. Carlos falls out of a tree.
Carlos climbs a tree, but it's like a really skinny
Guys,
tree.
I
so
don't
when he
think you
gets to
can
the
climb
top,
these things. I think
it,
they're
like-
unable to be climbed. They must be magical in some way.
I like the idea that when he gets to the top, it's like one of those trees that like bends over and then he goes into the other plane and just falls out.
And that is covered in dust. Carlos, when you make it about halfway up and then you fall down. As you're falling, you look back and you see the mouth of a cave about halfway up the mountain.
Oh.
Ooh, fortuitous.
Oh, great. More caves.
Why I rejected your request earlier.
Hey guys, there's a
Well,
cave
I mean-
up there. Also, these
It look-
trees are very dangerous and hard to climb. Don't try to climb them, or whatever they are. I hear they're called trees.
I make a standing leap 15 feet up into a tree and perch there.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Show
do I need
off.
to?
You do.
Oh,
You're
man.
trying to jump into a tree.
I'm awesome, though.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm +8 athletics, but I still rolled a 1.
I got a 16.
All right. Kachka says, I think I can climb it. It just leaps up and somersaults and lands on a branch of the tree. And from that vantage point, she sees this cave that seems something that she notices that Carlos did not see in his very quick trip is that there's some smoke rising from the top of the mountain. And it also seems like there's some steam or smoke coming out of this cave, but it appears like it's breathing. There's an inhale and the steam goes in, and then there's an exhale and some steam.
Oh, that's creepy.
I applaud and say, wow, that was really impressive.
Yeah, and I turn around
Nice
and
job,
I point
lady.
all 4 of my arms at Carlos and
Nobody likes a show off bug.
go, totally climbable, dude.
It's true.
In your favor, Carlos,
for
she
a
didn't
tree
actually. She didn't actually climb,
That's true. She left up.
but it was
Climb.
pretty sweet.
So what would you like to do? There are plenty of trees to climb.
This,
Cave.
One more trees.
this seems to be
every
the same mountain, so
looks
I think we should just continue heading toward it and see what we find. I mean, it's entirely possible that there's like a green moat around this mountain, and if we keep walking, we'll be back in the dusty plains of Athos before we even get to where we're going. So who knows? If things are really breaking down, we don't know what we're in for.
Yep. Off we go.
Sure.
To the cave.
Hooray! So this mountain rises about 800 feet into the air. As you're getting closer, you notice several steam vents visible at various spots on the slopes of the mountain.
800 feet?
800 feet.
That's not a mountain.
That's like a hill.
that
It's
seems
a small
short.
hill.
It's like my aunt
mountain
calls
isn't
me.
Didn't you see the Englishman who went up a hill and came down a mountain?
Yep.
It's gotta
Starring
be
Hugh
2,000
Grant?
feet tall.
See how much of it is
2,000 feet
underground.
tall to be a mountain.
There's a lot.
It's
Yeah,
like my
this
aunt
whole
who calls the
adventure is
pond
now
behind her
called
house a lake.
Are these
mountain is
princes of
20
the
feet
apocalypse? They
tall.
could be dukes. This, everything.
Dukes of
What
the
do we believe?
Apocalypse was my favorite TV show growing up.
Oh,
So you follow trail to the cave.
Yes, we do.
that seems about right.
Editing on the fly.
And the trail is 6 feet long.
So you're standing in front of this cave, and you see it's this mist comes out, goes back in.
I think Scott may have figured out how to deal with us.
It is dark
Just
in the
ignore
cave.
It's for the best.
The cave is about 8 feet in diameter.
I'm gonna roll nature.
What do we do next, Scott?
I got a 6.
I cast light on Carlos.
Complain about diameters of caves, I assume.
Hey.
Ublal, you know nothing of this cave or cave activities.
I've never been in a cave before.
There were no caves in the mountains where you grew up?
Nope.
I got a 22
Also, we
on a
did-
nature check.
We totally didn't spend the last year of our life in a cave.
You have a bad memory. So it looks like a normal cave. You think that given a good roll like that so on Athos there are volcanoes. So you understand that this might be a dormant volcano, and that there's probably some heat somewhere deep within it that is causing the steam and perhaps making the air inside it move through a variety of tunnels and make this seeming inhale and exhale.
It kind of breaks my heart that Presta isn't here to see this world with all the greenery, because that was the one thing she spent her entire life looking for.
I mean, her death kind of enabled it, sort of.
So there's that.
So does the cave continue on, or is it just a shallow?
No, it looks like it goes for
The cave goes ever onwards.
Whoever has dark vision can
It
see that
continues
the
in
cave
for 7
is
feet.
about 40 feet long.
Okay.
40 feet. Sorry.
All right.
Don't you know that? Didn't you see the Englishman who went in a cave and came out a closet?
With Hugh Grant?
Yeah, he's out of the closet now. It's fine.
What are you doing?
I think we should continue on, unless you guys want to try to find another.
So you are
Point.
standing in front of a cave.
In we go.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so you go into the cave. You notice the ceilings and walls are slick with condensed steam. Carlos has light cast on him, so you can see around. The floor is covered with several inches of fine muck.
The finest of muck.
It's not that great.
Is this muck
That's not how it works.
like decomposing dead bodies? Is it moss?
Why is that the first thing you go to? Well, it's either decomposing dead bodies or moss.
No, Joshua watches a lot of Law and Order SVU.
Don't.
I've lived a hard life.
Zotasha leans down to look at the muck, and she gives me a nature check to figure out what the origins of the muck may be.
Muck check.
Ooh, that's as good as I can do, which is a 24.
All right, you are certain that this muck is mostly dirt and condensed water. It doesn't seem like it's ominous.
So it's like mud.
It is
What?
mucky mud
What is mud?
or
Algae.
muddy. There could be
Is that a weird form of sand?
Yes.
This is weird.
It is weird.
And then the cave ends after 40 feet.
I'm gonna roll
I don't
perception
believe
at
it.
the end of this cave.
Yeah.
17.
There's no perception at the end of this cave.
Can I roll investigation?
Yes, roll.
That's Grover.
I will wait for the results.
Oh, it's just me.
When you roll a 1, it really sucks.
All right,
that's
so
an-
Zotasha's like, I'm pretty sure this cave just ends. And Umlal says, me think not. And because Umlal has noticed kind of a place where the muck is slightly indented.
That's
Indented
classic muck indentation.
Like a muck alcove or a muck nook.
Clear size them. Yes, the muck nuts.
It's more like
Somebody's
the start of a
place
muck
to do it.
paragraph.
Okay, so
You need a muck raker to.
I've had enough of this amok time. Let's move along.
Oh,
no, you have to pull the muck tab in order
Hey,
to.
we're here to see the high mucky muck.
I smashed my plastic monitor.
All right, so what does this indentation tell me?
It does not speak.
Your hand in it.
All right,
Are
I'll
you
push it.
mimic indentation?
No, Amlal, this is a new Amlal. He's turned over a new soul. He just sticks his hand in.
All right, Umlal,
Can an indentation be a mimic?
we're about to find out.
It really protrusion.
Umlal sticks his hand in, and it kind of goes up several inches, the muck up your arm, and you're groping around underneath the muck, and you
I'm
feel
not comfortable with this.
a ring, like a large ring that seems to be, and you kind of pull a little bit, it seems to be attached to something.
An iron ring, like in a wall or something. Okay,
Yes, but this is on the floor. This is
I'll
on the floor.
yank the hell out of that.
Give me a strength check.
Sure thing. 18. That's a save. Never mind. Try again. 15.
15. All right, you pull, and nothing happens.
All right, Carlos is going to pitch in here, and Carlos is going to help Umlal pull on the thing.
All right, you orient yourself so that you can both grab onto the ring, and Carlos will aid Umlal. So
Gives him advantage, right?
Umlal gets +2, I believe, to the
Oh.
strength check.
All right. I keep doing saves.
Why do you do that?
I hit the wrong button. 16 plus 2 from Carlos. 18.
All right, you feel like you almost have it, but it's still kind of shut. There's a lot of muck that's holding it down.
This is like a level
I
7.
say, all right,
Alright.
We're level
Umlal,
6.
you
Digging
give
up
me
the
a
muck.
hand. Let me try. Let me.
all right.
All right, here we
Amlal
go.
will. Yeah. God damn it. The button just looks so nice where it says strength there. We'll say I help him.
Whatever's under there, somebody
will.
must have really
Yeah, but that
liked
was another 18 that I rolled.
because they
so-
put a ring
Yeah,
on
so
it.
that's plus 2 from me. So you got to.
No, I
Oh,
added
you're-
the 2 in. That's
So-
makes it 18.
What if we just pull together?
It opens.
And we fall
Yeah,
back
The
on our
best
butts
way to
in the muck.
frustrate DMs is to just fail at simple tasks.
I edge away. I'm worried now.
And you see, so this basically like a trap door in the floor opens up. The muck kind of rushes into it, and it's very dark. You
Rushing
can
muck.
see, the light that has been cast on Carlos shines down, and you see a shaft that leads down, and there seems to be a spiral staircase.
So this
If I had
one bad month. Sorry,
What's the best way down a big muck-filled shaft?
I was just talking about
Staircase.
You both shut your
Damn
mouth.
right.
We're just talking about shafts, Steve.
if I had dark vision, I'd sneak ahead, but I can't. I can't see.
So we,
Yeah, I
we
don't
can.
think
It's a so
sneaking in-
it is a spiral staircase then that's descending down from this.
Correct.
I don't think sneaking in is an option because not all of us have dark vision.
Yep.
Also,
Glowing Carlos steps a couple of steps down and says, "Come on, I guess we better get down
What
here."
are
I
the
feel like
odds
that's the way to go.
Yep.
suddenly shift into the Athos plane and this staircase isn't there anymore?
We got bigger problems at that point.
Let's tie ourselves together with rope.
Oh, we've got enough rope to do
I've
that.
got 600 feet of that now.
We're gonna start to look
That's
like one of
almost
those.
as tall as this mountain.
So the staircase, you notice, Carlos notices, is badly rusted, but it appears to be sturdy. The air inside the passageway is warm, humid, and rather foul.
Can we tell how far down it goes? Is there like, some spiral staircases have that spot in the center where you can kind of see all the way down?
Yeah, you can see that. So what's the radius of light?
What is this staircase?
That's a sort of physics question.
Yeah.
Yes. It is a spell that has a radius. No one's
Yeah,
going to tell me. All right, I'll look it up.
I don't know. I can't.
I got you.
Probably like
Oh, there we go.
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
dim-
so
dim light for an additional 20
Dim
feet.
for 24.
So 40.
So 40 feet down, and it continues to go down. If anyone has dark vision, it
I
extends
do.
to the edge of your dark vision as well, and continues down.
Do you want to cast light on a pebble and just
Throw it
It
down.
may-
down?
We
Here,
can certainly
cast
do
light
that.
on cast light on this stone.
I do so. I mean, that's totally giving away our location, but whatever. Scott, what are the stairs made out of?
They are made out of metal.
Guys, let's just take these stairs home and sell them.
We're rich.
This is a lot of metal.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
So you cast light on a stone,
hmm
and you drop it.
Unless we want to try to be sneakier, but I just don't think we're.
I don't
gonna
think
be
that's going to
anyway.
happen.
All right, so
I'm
I drop it
following
all the
your
way
lead.
down to the bottom,
So
and
it falls down, and it goes for about 100 feet, and then you hear a splash, and then the light kind of is
covered up by water.
so it's filtered through water.
So because I placed a psionic sensor in that rock, so
Whoa.
I know its distance from me and direction, and I can look around its surroundings from my point of view as if I were there.
Oh,
At the
somebody
start of my next turn.
So Tasha is a
competent.
Yeah.
So Zatasha,
Yeah, weirdly,
it's
I
all right.
couldn't do any of this stuff
I'll-
last time we met.
I mean, frankly, by the time we play again, her powers may have charged again. Who knows?
it's true. This is what you do when you use playtest characters. So it fell for exactly 100 feet, and you notice that it is now underwater. There is about a foot. No, let's say 6 inches. No, the water on the floor is about a foot deep, and then it's kind of resting on some slippery mud. So there's a foot of water and then mud underneath it.
Or muck.
Does the staircase go down into the water, or does it end on a bank? And
No, it goes into the water as though it was built. When it was built, it went to the floor, and the floor was not covered in mud and water.
Good
But now
news,
it is.
everybody. 5 of us have potions that allow us to breathe underwater for an extended period.
That's true.
how deep was the water? Like how much water did it fall through?
1 foot deep.
Okay.
Good news.
So-
We can breathe in a foot of water.
I mean, how much water did Regdar almost drown in, though? With the
Yeah.
lobster?
That was a whole pool.
Like 4 inches.
You'd think that many years ago people would have forgotten, but no.
In Regdar's defense,
was-
there was kind of a lobster creature in the vicinity. It
Thank
probably
you.
Used him.
Right. Okay, folks. So there's a foot of water at the bottom of this. There don't seem to be any creatures moving around. And yeah.
Down we go.
Yeah, I think.
All right, so everyone gets onto the staircase, and you all notice
Suddenly turns into a ramp.
Whee! It's a slide.
Slide.
as you're heading down, you notice that there's this kind of deep, continuous vibration that you can feel through the staircase.
Nice.
Would you call it a good vibration? Fair enough.
Wouldn't it be nice though if it was?
Is it a sort of pet sound?
Oh.
No.
Reference.
Let me see. How do I move this?
Do we need a marching order for going down the stairs?
One moment, please.
Say the floor is slooped.
Slooped.
Yeah, it goes straight down to the
It's-
John.
Sloped and slippery. Sloped.
It's very
All
dark.
right, so you are down on the.
Oh, there we
I
are.
want to go home.
There you are. I'm already home.
Where are
Let
we?
me go.
There we are.
I'm gonna go to Kokomo. Huh?
Oh no, no,
We broke them.
We get there fast.
And then we'll take it slow.
I feel so broke up.
So you're in this corridor. There are a couple of things that you notice immediately. You already knew, Zatasha told you, that there's a foot of water, which continues to be
I
true.
pick up my rock.
The water makes it very difficult to do anything stealthily. It also reduces your movement by a third, unless you have a swim speed.
By a third or to a third?
By a
Have
third.
you ever tried to swim in a foot of water?
I have, Dan.
Have you ever tried to divide 35 by 3?
I have as well. There you go. And so you can imagine that it will be difficult to run, keep silent, or be invisible.
God only knows what we'd do without you, Scott.
Oh, God, help me, Rhonda.
I suggest the only way through this water is if everybody goes surfing.
I pick up my stone.
Okay.
Keep that in case we need it again. It's good for 24 hours. So
You
And it's bad.
and there you go. It is dark down here, and as on the map, the corridor extends, and you see at the end, you can kind of make out that it goes to the north.
okay.
The
I
charge
do
is
have the ability to make myself and 2 other people invisible.
Yeah, but they're gonna see the splashing in the water.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So I don't think it's probably worth it.
irrelevant. I'll go.
What is it? Disadvantage on stealth checks or something?
It will be.
I don't think we need to worry much about
Yeah,
stealth.
let's-
Amlal's gonna plot ahead to the end of the corridor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Brazen.
like I
Amlal.
said, no soul Amlal. That's what they call him.
Amlal, do you have dark vision?
Nope.
So it's completely dark where you are.
It's always
Carlos
dark.
is the one that has
Carlos
light.
is going to follow Umlal and allow
Very
Umlal to be
confident
illuminated
about
by
his ability
Carlos.
to walk forward.
Yeah, everybody in the party is like, "Why? Where is Amlal going?" All right, so you walk down to the edge of the corridor. You now have light, so you can see things.
Oh my God.
Things.
I can't see anything.
Carlos, can you come with us?
See, up
dear.
towards the north, 3 corridors intersect. At the intersection is a large kind of cat, you would think, but it has wings, and it's wearing what can be described as a headdress of some kind. And it looks at you and says, "Round she is, yet flat as a board. Altar of the lupine lords, jewel on black velvet, pearl in the sea, unchanged, but ever changing, eternally. Answer my riddle, and you may pass."
The answer is man. Oh, wait, no.
Do you say that?
No.
No.
You I think it could be the moon. Say it again.
Say it again.
Round she is, yet flat as a board. Altar of the lupine lords, jewel on black velvet, pearl in the sea, unchanged but ever changing, eternally.
Yeah, that's the moon.
Mhm.
Okay, go with the moon.
Final answer.
Amlal
Man.
says
Moon.
Moon.
I don't know why you people can't do anything normally.
That's what it says on
Is
our
that the-
business
The
cards.
Sphinx or is that Scott?
Both of us. And the Sphinx disappears.
Did we win?
That's it. We can go
All
home
right.
now.
And now the
That's-
corridor extends and it branches out. You see, you can go straight forward, or it goes. There are 2 corridors that go to either side. So you can go
I'm gonna
forward,
go to
north,
the intersection.
northwest, or northeast.
I'm gonna go to the intersection and look around. Hopefully, Carlos goes with me because he's the
I
light.
was going to say once again, Umlal, you're in darkness.
So there's a moon on Athos?
I believe there's two
I
moons.
anticipated that question. So this riddle has been your characters hear a different riddle that makes sense to them. But since you are not actually your characters, the riddle it makes sense to you, so that you can answer it.
That was way trippier as an answer than yes. There's a moon on Athos.
Well, there are several moons on Athos, so that's the problem.
It one of many moons.
Well, technically, there's not a moon on Athos. It's circling.
Athos is a,
No one likes
is it a
bards.
plane or a planet or yeah.
Hey,
Guys,
let's
it's a
play
riddle. It's
one
not
of
an
the 17
astronomy
songs
lesson.
I know about the moons.
Hmm.
You know
All
nothing.
right. Which way are we going?
Let me go up to
follow the
here.
left
I
wall.
should be able to see 60 feet in each direction.
So it just opens himself up.
Doesn't look like there's much.
Guys, we in giant chicken foot.
We should split the party and everyone should go in a different.
Say,
Shastra was wrong about you.
Two people in every direction. Buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look
Alright.
down that middle hallway.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so you walk down the middle hallway.
No,
as
no,
you-
we wanna
look
see-
down it. Look down.
Oh, look down it.
60 feet.
I mean, are we just rolling with the fact that a giant cat asked us a riddle? And
Yeah.
it's
Not the weirdest thing to happen today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the
no.
trees were way weirder.
Dan, that was okay. I was gonna be like the whole God thing was like yesterday.
Oh
So-
yeah, that was a
Yeah.
while
You
ago.
know what?
But
We
like,
ate those
Trees.
mushrooms earlier, and now
Water.
So-
We came down a metal staircase.
A lot of weird stuff is happening. At the end of this corridor, it seems the northern corridor, there seems to be a room.
Oh,
And it
it's a
also looks
room.
like there might be something off to the right.
is there a
Yes, there
doorway?
seems to be perhaps an alcove of some sort.
Man,
Let's
this is
check
like
that out
this is
first.
all
Probably
Last
not a
Crusade happening.
I don't want
here,
to go
guys.
first.
I'll go
I'll
first.
probably trip and get a face full of water.
Only the penitent man shall pass.
Why does
Have-
Amlaw keep running ahead?
Why? Because why not?
Because
No one else wants to do it.
light.
he's not burdened by a soul.
Yep. No
Oh.
How do you
self-preservation.
explain it before?
Can he walk on the water?
It's only a
You're all moving carefully.
yes, very carefully.
Yeah, I have to say
Slowly.
the downside of water, in addition to slowing us down and making noise and all that stuff, is that it's a great place to conceal traps.
Yep.
This whole thing
Yeah.
could be full of spikes.
And fish.
So you see in this side area here, it appears to be a pit. You look in and the water goes deeper. And someone give me a perception check. Whoever's looking in there should give me a perception check.
Sure.
If anyone's looking in there.
I would like to look in there.
24.
Umlal, you peer and you feel like the pit is about 10 feet deep. At the bottom of that pit, there is a wheel that looks like it can be turned.
Ooh. Does anyone want
Why
me
would
to go
you?
turn a
Why
wheel?
would you not just turn it?
Does it look like it could Mage Hand could go down there and turn it with like
People
take less than
overestimate
10
what
pounds of
mage can do.
Yeah,
Anybody has mage hand.
Oh, I thought Regdar did.
Regdar does, but it has to. I mean, I think it only gives you like 10 pounds of pressure or force or whatever.
Yeah.
You could try it.
It's
Sure, give it a shot. Why not?
Why not? It's a. Let me just hear you.
How
go.
far can mage hand go?
30 feet.
Amlaw could probably stand on it and still
Actually,
have his head above
yeah.
water.
10
Wait a
feet
minute.
deep is
I don't
actually.
think.
I'm not
Sorry, Regdar doesn't. That's Spurious who has it.
Oh,
Don't cross the
Okay.
streams.
Regdar has two hands.
Do you want me to? Do
And
you
it's
want me
much
to go,
less annoying.
Should I go
Shoot,
down?
I wish I would have
Hey.
done that when I chose my talents.
Thanks, Regdar.
I'm only 7'8", so I would still be mostly.
All right, so somebody push him 2 feet down.
This is the part of the game where they try to drown Amlal because he has no soul. Doesn't
What
mean
do
he
you
can drown him.
care? You got no
do we
soul.
just leave this
This is
alone
how we
now?
test if you have a soul or not.
Amlal will
Yes, if he floats, he's a
dive.
witch.
Amlal will dive in and try to swim down.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Sure thing. Athletics. I'm very athletic. 24.
All right, you get down to the wheel with
I get
no
down and
problem.
funky.
And
all right. How do
what
I
are you
turn?
gonna do?
I'm gonna turn this sucker.
All right, so you grab onto it. It is made of metal. It looks like it's rusted. It's kind of murky down here. It's hard to see. You give it just a normal strength turn, and it's stuck. So give me a strength check if you want to keep. It's up to you if you want to keep. Oh, I guess you do.
19.
Carlos, grab Omlal and turn him.
And you say, oh, you feel like you're almost turning it, but
Okay, Carlos jumps in.
can't. Give me an athletics check.
20.
All right, you float down next to him.
It's the
And
opposite
now
of
I help.
floating.
Yeah, we're sinking, not floating, but okay.
All right, I'll try again. Whoa, critical. Critical.
For those listening, Scott just
Scott is disgusted
head
with all of us.
You turn the wheel, and you do a couple, like maybe we'll say 5 rotations. And
the cave fills with water, and we all die.
everyone who is not in the pit, give me a perception check. And I should say, as you're in here, you still feel this deep thrumming.
17.
14.
One.
All right.
Rhaegar is humming to himself loudly.
Zatasha feels so. There's this constant kind of low-level vibration, and you don't know what's happening in the pit, but you feel like a sharper vibration suddenly, and then it just kind of stops as if something somewhere has opened.
Okay. But the constant sort of vibration that we were sort of feeling before is still continuing?
It continues to be present.
All right. I will once they surface, I will tell them what I think just happened.
All right. They surface.
If we let go of the wheel, it doesn't like start turning back.
No, it remains where
Many
you.
ideas.
I'm just asking.
The wheel does not turn itself.
And now that we've come this far, can I see 60 feet to the north?
Yes. All right. So that's what.
There's a big room ahead of us, guys.
Yes, and it's
I can't see to the other side.
can't see the other side.
Should we go up to the entrance to this room, presumably?
Let's at least take a look.
Oh, I will wait until someone has light.
Yeah, Carlos popped up there. No, he didn't. Did he? That was all.
So you see a water-covered room, steps rising out of the muck on the other side.
A lot of moisture and metal in this whole dungeon.
An awful
Do
lot
we
of
want to
moisture.
take those steps, or do we want to go back and check out the other tunnels first?
Well, something tells me we definitely are not going to get across that room unscathed.
Yeah.
You're probably
Like,
right.
Like if you wouldn't, like a hallway is safe, but a room, that's where people
There's a lot of room to maneuver.
I don't know.
Right, this dungeon has lots of murder rooms.
Yeah. People like to murder you where they've got like elbow space, Nobody likes to be no one likes a cramp murdering.
Murder holes are out. Murder halls are in.
Yeah.
All right. So, do we want to go back and check out
Yeah, I
the
think so.
left tunnel?
Yeah, let's see what other kinds of maybe one of those is like, oh, this is clearly the way forward and not across a murder room that we don't need to cross.
Which one we going on?
I don't know. Someone roll a
Doesn't
die.
matter. Yeah.
Carlos has moved left.
Carlos says leading the way left.
All right.
Kachka is bringing up the rear.
I'm just staying here till you guys work out which way you're going.
Carlos, give me a dexterity saving throw.
5.
All right, so
Good one.
Carlos is running forward, moving a third by a third
Probably
less than he
running,
normally
let's be
does
honest.
up the hallway. As he steps on a particular area, a pit opens up and he falls in. You see the light that is Carlos fall into a pit. And Carlos takes 10 points of damage. As
Wait, isn't he in
lands
water?
at the bottom of a pit that is then he is slooshed with water from the
Yeah,
floor.
shouldn't the whole tunnel drain into that? No, we've solved a problem.
It is not that deep of a
If you
pit. But some of it
flushed
will.
Carlos down a pit. Great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it
Carlos
seems like-
flushed himself.
yeah, Carlos, you'll just float to the top and we'll be okay.
Wait, hold on. Was it an open pit?
No, it was like a trapdoor.
There was a trapdoor.
Oh, a watertight trapdoor.
Yeah, like the one
Yeah,
we.
that's
came
the hard
down.
thing to believe. You answered a giant cat with wings riddled to get in here, but a watertight, sealed pit. You have gone too far.
We literally opened a water type trapdoor.
I'm still confused by the 800-foot mountain, to be honest with you.
All right.
so-
Well, Carlos climbs out and shakes
we can throw him a
himself
rope.
off.
So are the rest of us on the?
Well, the
on
water
edge of
fills
the
in.
pit?
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, you're on the other side of the pit from Carlos.
Is there a ledge around the edge that we could edge around? Do we have to jump across?
Are there spikes in that pit or anything?
Nope, it's just a pit.
Well, so either the design of this trapdoor predates all this water, or there's something about the design of this pit that we don't get. Like maybe it's supposed to be keeping us in or out or something like that. Like, what if we're on the other side of this pit and then we need to run away really quickly and this pit's in the way?
Mm.
Or maybe there's like a
This
corral.
is
of
my
small
TED
animals.
Talk on pits. Thank you for joining.
yeah,
I've
there
been
might be
Regdar.
livestock further up the tunnel.
Yep. Basically, this is just to keep their sheep in or something. Their
All right,
cave sheep.
Carlos, you go check out this passageway. We'll go to the other passageway.
This is
Ah! No. So
I'm
Tasha
pretty
said-
sure cave sheep was almost nickname in college.
Guys, I've got
We gotta
600 feet of
actually talk
rope. I
about it.
think we think this.
You just throw
Also, the pit
600
is
feet
now
of rope
full
at
of water.
Carlos.
We can just swim across.
Is that true,
Do we
Scott?
know
Can
how
we
to
swim
swim?
across?
I don't know if I can.
Oh, I definitely can.
You can try.
Regdar would like Almal to carry him just in
All right,
case.
all right. Amal puts Regdar on his shoulders and like swims across the pit.
You can just ferry us all across.
You have to wait a while if you
And
want
then
to-
he stings him with his
go
tail
up.
halfway across.
It is my nature.
I mean, almost tall enough that he could just hop down in the pit and like just hold his hands
Yeah,
up, and, like,
how
carry
deep
people
is the
from
pit?
one to the other.
10 feet.
Yeah, I could literally do that.
Yeah, like 1/800th of a mountain.
10 feet long, 10
Yes,
feet deep.
10 feet a pit, or is that just more of a hole?
1/80th,
Wait.
but okay.
If it's 10 feet long, could I lie down and
I
turn
was told
myself
there would be
into
no
a
math.
bridge?
Yes, you could.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Give me a strength check.
Sure.
6. That's
All right.
You fall into the pits, and you take 11 points of damage.
Wait, it's full of water now.
Yeah, it's at least half full of water. It should be half.
Nope, that was dumb enough that he takes full damage.
Hard to
I
argue
can't
with
argue.
that. Yeah,
Fair,
Taking
fair enough. Fair
11
enough.
dumb damage.
Tough
Almo.
but fair.
Mhm.
yeah.
Alma
You
will
land on
climb.
your neck because of
Yeah.
the stupid thing.
There is
Alma
no
will just
resistance
climb
to
out the
dumb
other side
damage.
now.
Just take it.
All right, Carlos and Ulal have thwarted this 10-foot pit.
All right, Regdar has a plan. Regdar is going to climb into the pit
Okay,
and
Give
then
me-
climb out of the pit on the other side.
give me a climb check, or two of them.
Can we call that an athletics check?
Yes.
I'm just going to wait here until you guys determine whether or not it's worth continuing because I will fall into that pit. I cannot climb.
It's fine.
So
I
5
survived.
to climb down and
All
19
right.
to climb out.
So you fall in and take 2 points of damage, but you climb out successfully.
Yay. That's how you do
Just
it,
gonna
he
leap
says,
across the pit.
bandaging his 2 points of damage.
All right, just give me a dex check, Kachka.
19.
All right, you it's a little slippery, but you managed to get over very easily.
Gotcha, you should have chosen to be the kind of bug that could just climb the walls.
I've got standing leap. I can leap 30 feet. I should be good. I don't need to climb walls. but you
Let's
can
poke
leap
around this corner
Okay.
before we have everybody follow us.
Yep.
All right,
Mhm.
I'm going to get out of the way so no one jumps on me climbing over a pit.
All right, Shara and Zatasha, what are you doing? Before
I'm waiting here.
Somebody
Okay.
with some dark vision to head down there and take a look?
Might be
or-
good.
All right.
Carlos is still illuminated by light.
Carlos peeks his glowing
Hey,
face
Carlos, back up a
around
little.
the corner.
You're messing up my dark vision, dude.
You're also a giant target right now.
All right, then Carlos backs up.
It's a
light
good,
has no effect on dark vision.
That looks safe.
good opportunity for Zatasha and Shara
Oh.
to commiserate about.
Yes.
Look, it's a murder hallway.
That
About
definitely looks like a
the-
murder hallway, yeah.
Are they
A
mirrored?
series of copper-colored metal plates line the walls of the path before you.
What? What? First of all, what is copper?
You know
We
what
know
color
what it is.
Copper.
What is
Rare
what is
and very
color?
valuable.
Because I'm using dark vision, so
You'll never take me alive, Copper.
Thank you, Tony. Someone had to
There's
do that.
enough light from Carlos's light spell that is still bleeding around.
Yeah, Amlal has seen this movie. Oh, must crawl.
A
This
penitent man will be crushed by lightning
bad.
quickly.
But
All right, let's try. Amlal, is there like a rock on the floor I could like pick up and throw down the hallway?
Yeah, it's
Are you
ideally
telling-
one that is Amlal sized and weighted.
so let's
Are you
consider
telling
this for a
Shara
second.
and Zatasha what you've seen?
We're standing in a foot of water.
Regdar
and-
says there's some kind of trap garbage up ahead. You want to come?
Maybe we should check out the other tunnel before we.
Oh,
Yep.
but there's that pit we got to go back across.
I don't.
Pit or murder hallway? I don't know.
The worst game show on Atlas.
The only game show on
But we're not on it. We're not on it.
So I wish they hadn't canceled Spin the Kank.
Yeah. Wheel of Sand is my favorite.
Wheel of Sand. Every day on Athos is Jeopardy.
I will take the rest in a gift certificate.
Yeah, I think we should check out the final murder hallway before we make a decision.
And I think that we should go very slowly and check sort of each
All right.
tile
Maybe-
ahead of
maybe
us.
you guys can run down that other hallway while we're.
Yeah, I don't want to go back across the pit.
Yeah.
I don't know. That means that we then have a pit between us when bad stuff happens.
Yep.
Mhm. I know we can go this
Don't
far.
we always have a pit between us, Tony?
Just the pit in my heart.
Emotional.
Regdar is going to climb down and climb back up again.
All right. Give
Oh,
me
look at Brave
two
Regdar.
athletics checks.
I'll do the same thing.
All right. You are.
Carlos, 16.
I got a 13 and a 12.
All right, Carlos, give me another one. Everyone so far has climbed down successfully and climbed out successfully.
I'm gonna leap it.
All right.
That's
give
what
me
I
a
do.
dexterity check.
I'm a bug.
I like the idea that Kachka like runs up to the pit and then stops by
21.
the edge, and then kind of like looks around and then does a standing leap.
Boink.
I got a 19.
All right. Everyone has gone over the pit or through the pit.
Do we want to? Yeah. So what's the
Pick
plan
your
for
position.
approaching this?
We should go slowly and test the tiles as we go. Like,
Yeah, Carlos, having stepped in it before, is going to now be kind of like more careful and look for that as he slowly moves forward through this. pit.
This is yeah. He's very carefully testing all the tiles, and then a thing comes out of the ceiling. It's just-
Yeah, that may be. But I fool me
Amal,
once, shame on
you cover
me.
the ceiling.
Kachka looks
Yeah.
up at the ceiling.
Carlos, you ever
Amal's a
been
lot closer to it.
swamped before?
All right. Keep going.
All right, so we are
Keep
being
coming.
substantially
Come
more.
on.
Everybody.
Did everybody like stop and do a perception check? Should we?
I
be
was just
super
about to say,
cautious?
everyone give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
2. Regdar is busy distracting people with his suggestions that we do perception checks.
16.
5.
23.
I got a rock.
All right. So, Shara says, after it's too late for 3 people, oh, I think that there's some weird green slime here. And Carlos, Zatasha, and Umlal can attest because as they look down and they see that they are standing in some kind of green ooze that
Are
seems
there baby
God,
turtles?
first muck and now ooze.
Oh, wow,
Eating-
this is a full-fledged dungeon.
eating through their boots, it seems.
Hey, you guys found the secret. It eats boots.
Each of you take 9 points of acid damage.
Ah,
Also, your boots
Far out, man.
Could I have avoided this with a
this has been a bad trip so far.
First we had those shrooms and now acid.
That was a year ago. You're confusing our listeners.
Hasn't worn off yet, man.
Oh man,
Well, I've taken 20 points of damage just in these.
2018
hallways.
was rough. Remember that? Oh, we had to walk everywhere. We didn't have our flying cars.
Now that I see it, do I know what this is?
Green slime.
Is it like is it a creature that I could?
Well, there's a secret to this ooze.
I was waiting for that. Thank you.
Oh dear.
Welcome.
It is called green slime.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's set off all the traps before we choose a hallway.
Well, it's safer
And
that way.
now that you see it, you can make a dexterity check to avoid it.
Can I leap it?
How far can you leap again?
Well,
Right.
I'm just thinking that as
It
a
covers 40
reaction,
feet.
Oh, dang it.
as a reaction, can I cast Hellish Rebuke at it?
It doesn't. It's not an
It's not like a
opponent.
thing.
It's not a thing. It's just
Okay, it's just a bunch of junk. Okay.
just slime.
It's just
I
an
send my cutting words at the green slime.
All right. And does it continue? Like, can I see
a feature.
ahead? It's
So it ends. Let me draw on this here. So the green slime goes from. Oh, I don't want to. Well, that's fine.
This map is a mess.
There. That doesn't make any sense. Let me
So
actually.
it goes from here to here.
Is that the start and the end of the green slime you're showing
geometric
us there?
slime.
It is, but
Makes
I'm gonna
perfect sense. Oh my god. What happened?
It's blue slime now.
It's blue slime.
I've been
Now
slimed.
it's green.
Ah, he slimed me.
Oh man,
You're
next he's
welcome.
gonna make us reach up a giant nose and find a flag.
So you said dex checks to avoid it?
Yep.
Oh
It's
boy.
always summer here on Athens.
How many dex checks do we need to make to get through this?
Please
The
don't
people who
shake
are
my
already
hand.
in it don't need to make dex saves because you're
Whee!
not avoiding
Okay.
it.
All right.
All right. I'm just gonna get out of it as fast as I can.
I got a 17.
17, you walk through
And then
and
slow
avoid
down and-
all the slime.
Tiptoe around the slime.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait and see because
You
Fair.
want to jump through it, Steve?
well, I mean I could, but then I'm gonna land in 10 feet of slime. So
All right. So as
That's a
you're
good-
waiting, Carlos who got damaged? Carlos.
Carlos.
Umal, and
I did.
Shara. All right. You. So it is continuing to eat through, and you take another 8 points of damage.
Jeez.
I don't
Wait.
have a lot of hit points.
Can we wipe this off?
You think that you can?
I'm going to wipe it off
Yep.
my boots.
All right. You all successfully wipe it off, and the damage.
stuff's gonna eat through the hull.
Okay.
All right, Ketchka, what are you doing?
I'm just waiting to see what's down that hallway.
Well, you can't see what's down this hallway, but they can tell
to
you.
hear what's down that hallway.
It's very quiet down the hallway. The hallway continues going east, and it seems like there's a corridor that goes to the north.
Well, are we going that way?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm talking to my teammates here.
Oh, all right. I thought we were all part of the team.
Since we're
No.
here, I feel like we might as well check out this way first because so far we see a regular murder hallway as opposed to a fancy copper murder hallway.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll never catch me, copper.
All right, I'm going to roll out 40 feet of my 600 feet of rope
Okay.
and walk across that instead of the slime.
That is not how rope works.
I mean, it could be. It'll keep me from contact with the slime.
You need to roll a DC 10 deck save to avoid the slime.
Fine.
It is also under a foot of water.
There you go. It's a 21.
Was that so hard, Steve?
It was.
You walk through without any problem, avoiding the slime and saving your rope for an actual useful purpose.
It's very
But
obvious.
yeah,
And as you walk, as Carlos walks down, his light illuminates that the passageway continues, and there's also a corridor to the south.
Want
I
to
don't like
peek
this
around the
dungeon.
corner?
I think we're all in on this murder hallway, guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure, why not?
Which murder hallway are you all in on?
The one that we're in.
Your this hallway then branches off to two other hallways. Which one,
Well,
north or south?
Peek around to the north.
Yeah, Kachka, peek around to the north and see what's there.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Peek.
Boop.
I'm peeking.
The corridor
Oh,
continues.
the acid is really kicking in now.
Do we go north or south?
You should be able to
let's
see a
peek
little
out.
farther. You have dark vision, right?
I
Kachka?
do, and that's about 60 feet, right?
Nope.
Nope, that's 45 feet.
Is this area of tunnel still got the standard water and muck mixture on the end of the
Yeah,
chain?
give me a perception check, Ragnar. But yes,
Okay.
It's always extra mucky.
14. All
14.
right. So Ragnar, you notice-
everything just it just looks like this whole tunnel system was just built for gelatinous cubes. It's possible we've discovered a gelatinous cube civilization.
that is possible. But you notice almost imperceptibly, but you could perceive it. Just that the water seems to have gone down slightly.
That means something's coming. More
Enough to fill a 10-foot pit.
We also turn that wheel.
A little more than you would think to fill a 10-foot pit.
You want to look south or you want to go
Yeah,
north?
let's look south.
Is there perceptible flow to the water in a particular direction?
It feels like it's going.
You guys want to drop some feathers and see which
Drop a
way they
feather,
go?
drop a feather.
Poo sticks.
No.
Let's play poo sticks.
No feathers.
Pebble.
So
It does
Scott
seem-
was about to tell me something.
It seems pretty stagnant, but it seems to be moving slightly westward, but not
Back the
rapidly.
way we came. Okay.
Someone gonna peek around that
Gotcha, you
south
wanna-
corner.
Yeah, peek south.
Gotcha.
All right. Zatasha used to butter me up. To get
That's
me
true.
around corners.
corridor
Hey, it's a
continues to
hallway
the
full of
south.
water.
All right, gang. Which way do you think we should go?
Looks about the same as the north hallway.
I
I would
vote
tend to
south.
vote.
South,
Oh,
yeah.
I was going to vote north. Oh well.
Well,
Well,
south.
You're outvoted.
I'm
The other
I vote north,
hallways
too.
all lead north.
Yeah, that's a classic no soul vote.
All right.
Carlos voted with the north block.
Russell.
Carlos voted with the north block, so it could be tied 3-3.
I'm a north person personally.
Oh,
Let us not
Why?
have this house divided upon itself.
What are the reasons for north versus south? Is it just
There's-
random, or
there's
does somebody?
literally
My reason for north is
All
that
the
we
other
could've
stuff
picked
seems to
any
go
one
north.
of these hallways, and all three of them go northwards.
I'm with Katchka.
Which is why I kind of want
I'm
to check
with
out the
her.
south
Yeah,
first.
that's what makes the South hallway special. This is a real glass half full, glass empty situation.
The glass
There's
is full
no-
of muck and
Yeah,
green
there
slime.
is no information we
Brackish
could use to
water.
distinguish why South or North is better. All right. Want
I'm
to
just
fight
thinking
about?
one of these things is not like the other.
Yeah.
That makes me curious.
There
about.
are and we are evenly split, I believe. So we can now fight about who gets to flip a coin. So
Do I need to charm somebody?
He's just gonna charm us.
I vote Carlos gets to flip the coin.
Okay.
Heads is north, tails is south.
Yeah.
1 is north, 2 is south. It's north.
Hey,
Wait, you have
Wait a minute. He
two-sided
was on
die
the North
there?
party. I demand a recount.
Okay. It's
that's
north.
fine.
Oh, all right. Well, I can't argue
Wow.
with this.
That was a speedy recount.
Well, I mean, I only had to count to 1.
It's still impressive, Jason. Don't understand yourself.
All right.
So
Who
you're
would
going
like to slowly and
I'd like
perceptively
to change my
north?
vote to south.
You can't change your vote.
What?
All right. We're not arguing
That
about the
chat
voting.
is clearly not detached.
All right, guys. I've learned one thing is that when we argue about voting, you get sneak attack. So let's get moving.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Who is perceptive and wants to lead the way?
I've got,
I'm really good at that.
I've got a 5 in perception.
I'm not.
Carlos is bad at
particularly-
perception, but he is glowing.
Regdar rolls a critical perception.
I mean, does somebody have like a stick
Regard.
they could be banging on the floor with?
I
it?
do have a quarterstaff. I could go forward and tap, tap, tap.
Regdar is very suspicious of this hallway that he did not vote for.
So you are very slowly making your way down the hallway. At
This
the end
hallway's not my
Wait.
president.
is a door.
What kind of door?
Oh no!
See, we found a
It is
door, guys.
wooden door.
Listen,
Almal, we know how you feel about doors.
You
Door.
have something to ask this door?
Are you mimic?
There is no
it
answer.
doesn't feel that way about doors anymore. Maybe
I
the
wait,
doors
wait,
stole.
wait for it.
I don't know. Almal, do you want to just attack the door proactively?
It's. I will attack the door by.
So you're
Seeing
looking
the
at the
door.
door, and it seems like it's kind of it is wooden. It seems to be swollen, so you feel like it is
Whoa.
going to be difficult to open.
I will make a
We get it.
perception
You
check
brought us to a
on
soggy dungeon.
the door.
Okay,
15.
it is a door that seems to be swollen and maybe difficult to open.
Great. I will try opening it.
All right, give me a strength check.
We haven't figured out where that cat lives yet.
22.
You open the door.
Yay!
Do you want to go inside?
You want
I
to
would
look
like to
inside.
know what's inside.
Well, don't get.
There's a bottomless pit. Oh,
hello.
5 flesh golems are clustered against the
I
northern
close
wall.
the door.
All right. Door is closed.
We not want to go in there.
Why not?
Flesh golems.
Do we know what those are and what they do?
Yes, they throw parties and make cake for people. No,
Open
they
the
flesh
door!
golems. Eat
Let's
flesh.
go. Let's go. I love cake.
I love parties and cake.
Are they
Are they gonna follow?
us?
Yep.
Mhm.
So flesh golem, Umlal saw,
Doors
you know,
swollen are dope.
figures that seem to be created from parts of other creatures standing there. And the one thing that seemed, well, there are many things that seem odd about that situation, but the thing that seems very odd, although Omla only got a glance of it, is that on the chest of each of them seemed to be carved a number.
Oh, that makes them more valuable?
Yeah, it's part of a numbered set of 5.
Yeah, are they signed?
Amol, did you notice if there were any doors out of that room like it looks like there is on the map?
There, I think I saw a door on the other wall.
Okay, so this is not a dead end. It's just
Well, it might be a dead end for us, depending
Yeah,
on
if we
how this
die,
fight
it
goes.
is.
So, what would I roll to know what I know about what Omlal has described? Would that be like,
Nature or Arcana?
yeah?
It would be Arcana.
unnatural. Yeah.
There's nothing natural about these.
I could also help with
Well,
That's
I mean,
an
flesh is about as
18.
natural as it gets.
Don't say that. That's creepy. Yes. So they are. You know, you can imagine that they are constructs. That you know that a magic user. You're in a magic user's dungeon. Clearly, he has created these things to stand guard.
Wait, we're in a magic user's dungeon? This
That
changes.
was the idea, yes. I know it's been a year since we set out on this adventure, but
I forgot.
Yeah.
Do I have any knowledge of how strong they might be?
No.
Well, we do have a nice hallway that we could totally like funnel them into if somebody big and
Well-
tough wanted to open that door, and then we could throw things over your head at them.
We
You
can
do
go
have
to
the
the
other
south
corridor
as
that
well.
you didn't go down.
Yeah.
South.
Do we know that they're going to attack? I mean, we might just be able to walk by.
If they were assigned to stand guard in a certain place by a wizard, they might not be apt to move.
Yeah,
Like
they
they're
might not
created
chase
creatures.
us, but they also probably would attack us if we tried to traverse that room.
Hmm. So I say we check out the south.
wants to open the door just slightly and peek in and see if they've moved.
Are you gonna have to make another strength check to do that? Because the door is
I already
swollen.
Depends on how hard he slammed it.
I loosened it.
They haven't moved.
Do you make eye contact with them?
Yeah, Alma makes awkward eye contact with them and then just like waves slowly.
They don't do anything.
All right.
All right, let's check out the south.
This
This
pretty
is just
weird, guys.
storage. Let's just go through. This is where he's keeping his extra flesh columns.
You guys
I like
really
getting the
wanna
lay
go
of the
back
land.
You don't want to know what he's doing with the other ones.
Oh dear,
south? All right. Do you guys want to go south?
I think I know.
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you going
I'll close-
south?
Yes.
Yep.
Close the door.
God.
All right. Give me who's going to open the door that you will find at the end of this corridor. Because there's a door.
You want me to open this one?
I'm not opening it.
I
I'm
will
pissed that
open
we're
it.
not going north.
All right. It is the same kind of door, swollen, needs a DC 15. It
16.
opens.
What's in this
So-
room?
In this room, you see
More flesh columns. No. Oh.
suspended
Whoa.
from the ceiling
Oh.
are 9 globes that are colored and made of glass.
Don't touch them.
Oh, go in the room.
I'm all sorry.
Thank you. Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amla is holding 2 globes and a third is in his mouth.
Do not cross that threshold.
Oh, nice.
Radar wants to know what's up with the
Each of
arcane
the spheres are about
things.
2 feet in diameter.
He got a 28 arcane.
Don't make me try to daze you.
It seems like these are so Regdar will notice that the kind of the chains that the globes are suspended from seem to be unbreakable, and you notice that these are
Challenge accepted.
silvered spheres. You can see that there's something in each of them, but you can't tell what is in there.
There
And
any
that's it.
visible runes or magical auras happening in the area that would?
Nope.
Hmm.
God,
do
you
not
have
like this
magic
area at
users in
all.
their dungeons with
You know,
puzzles
yeah,
and flesh
9
golems.
orbs. That's too many orbs.
Are the
wait, I
colors
know this
It would be
one.
the right
on the
number.
map here?
The colors are the same. Yes.
I know this one, guys. It looks like a phone keypad. If we can play,
Yeah.
Mary had a little
I
lamp?
dial 867.
Well, I figure the middle one is Ann B. Davis as Alice, so I'm cool with that one.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
Well, we either close this door and walk away and deal with flesh golems, or somebody's going to touch 1 orb while we all stand back.
Well, keep in mind there are no doors out of this room other than the one that we're looking through.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it could be that it may be that one of these is needed to open up a magic portal or a secret passageway. Or
All right. Well, we know
inside.
where the
Healing
orb room is. We
properties.
can keep that in our back pocket.
Some of us have
All
taken
right.
damage.
Well, you know what? I mean, They're magic, presumably.
Oh,
Otherwise, they're stupid. Regdar steps into the room.
Oh no.
He gives you guys like a wave goodbye.
And what is everybody else doing?
I'm standing
Watching.
far, far away.
Almost in the doorway.
Okay.
Throw him a
Not in
rope
the
in case we have to
Not in
pull
the
him.
room.
got
So
600 feet of
Regdar steps into the room, and the door slams shut behind him.
Well, that could have got better.
You are on.
You're in a game
Do I
check.
have
Come
to
on,
go on the
open that
orb
dang
plane?
door.
Do I have to barter with an orb god now?
You're still in the same plane. You notice as you're looking at the door, because I feel like Regdar was unhappy with the situation, that you are running your hands along it, and you brush aside some muck, and you see that there's a keyhole.
And let me guess, there's no doorknob on this side.
There's no doorknob.
There's just a
Can I
keyhole.
Can
Are
we see
there
the
any?
keyhole
Can
from
I
this
bang
side?
on the door?
You hear everyone on the other side of the door hears some faint banging. There's no keyhole on this side.
Almost
of the door
says,
where everyone else
"Who's
is.
there?"
Are you
Can we
mimic?
talk through the keyhole?
Regdar
no-
screams.
There's no keyhole on your side.
There's no keyhole on my side.
Oh no. Okay.
Kachka,
So-
can you telepathically talk to him?
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Hey, dude, how's it going in there?
Not great. If you can hear me.
Which you cannot.
Are you
Okay.
are
Never
you
mind.
dying and stuff? or just
Sounds
what?
like we can't converse due to magical reasons.
I think I can only send telepathy.
And I Scott, can I assume I'm not receiving?
You are
Send
not
him a
receiving
mental
anything.
picture of
So
a kitten.
knock
that might
once
relax
for
him.
yes, twice for no. Do you want out of there?
You don't hear any knocking. So
So
Regdar, you are in this room. There are silvered globes of
Okay.
a variety of
Speaking
hues.
can we just
knocking?
assume that several hours pass before Regdar gives up?
Silver globes.
While we're on the subject of knocking, I can probably open that door
With knock,
with knock.
unless it's a very powerfully magically sealed door.
Well, I
which
can open magical locks for 10 minutes.
Oh well, I may be on some other dimension or something awful too. So it's up to you.
Well,
we
we
might
can
say
hear you.
that's a pretty high level spell. Well, Regdar waits for what is presumably hours, but maybe about 4 minutes until boredom sets in, and Regdar studies the orbs. I'm a little bit closer. Can I notice anything? What do you want, a perception or Arcana, Scott?
Sure, whichever one you rather give me.
All right.
Do they smell?
Well, I'm dealing with intense stress. I rolled a 9, which I believe is a critical fail. Yep, that's a critical fail to determine if there's any differences between the 9
Can
different
you
orbs.
really critically fail a skill check though? That's just for attacks, right?
Well,
Yep.
it's still
You can.
pretty dismal.
You know that their colors are different.
All right. Well, for lack of anything better to do, Regdar is going to go and I'm going to roll a d10. 8. Regdar will go for the 8th orb, which is the black one.
That seems
Great.
like a good choice.
Furthest from the door, presumably marked conspicuously with skulls that Regdar is oblivious to. Regdar will reach out and touch the black orb.
What were you going to do if you got a 10?
Reroll.
Dealer's choice?
Yeah. I have a
So
60 plus.
You touch it, and as you're touching it, you realize it's basically made of glass, and you feel like you can shatter it with a sharp crack of a weapon or something like that.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but that's what you realize.
All right. I look. Can I does it rattle when can I hold it? Has it
You-
got Legos inside?
You try to swing it a little bit. It is a 2-foot wide sphere. It doesn't sound like there's anything rattling in it.
A polyhedron drifts into view. It says, try again later. Outlook hazy.
All right. But you did say that I had the sense that there was something in this.
Yes, you feel like there's something in each of them.
I'm gonna thwack this black sphere with my quarterstaff.
All right, you hit it, and it shatters. And a silver ring and a key fall out and into the muck.
All right. I fish around in the muck for them.
And you hear in your mind, stop before you put me on. I confer the following powers upon my wearer: invisibility, haste, immunity to charms, fly once per day, detect magic, and one wish. I will also provide the benefits of protection and spell turning. The only drawback is that once a year I permanently eat a small part of your life. I must be warned before I can leave this room. Merely carrying me away is not possible. If I'm ever removed from my wearer's finger, however, all my powers are lost. So you must decide right now who will wear me forever.
I mean, what kind of life did you have really anyway?
First of all, this ring is lousy at first impression. Hi, let me tell you all my backstory before we can be friends.
I don't know. I think it's pretty personable.
These are the curses I carry with me.
It's pretty personable for a ring.
Yeah. How much of my life are we talking here?
It doesn't say anything.
It
All
should
right,
be noted,
well,
I still have a couple of potions of longevity.
I think about that. I inspect the key.
It appears to be a key.
All right.
Does it talk?
You know what? Regdar feels
Break another orb. Break another orb.
Regdar's gonna break another orb.
Wait,
Regdar,
before you use me, you should know that my purpose is to open doors.
Regdar will break the silvery orb closest to the door.
All right. You shatter it, and a spell scroll falls out, and another key.
I would like to pick both of them up and inspect them.
What does the spell scroll say?
It is a scroll of fear, and it doesn't say anything except.
I appreciate that. That last guy was kind of a downer.
And the key looks like the other key.
They're identical?
They are similar, not identical.
Okay. Do the I'd like to inspect them closely. Do the teeth on the key appear identical at least? Perception check. Okay. Did the key say I had to make a decision before I left the room, before I opened the door?
The ring.
Sorry,
says
ring.
The keys remain silent.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I've got a lot going on here.
Now.
Key can't talk. Don't be
I may
ridiculous.
have already forgotten which pocket I put the ring in.
The ring says I must be warned before I can leave this room. Merely
Okay.
carrying me away is not possible.
All right.
So it's
I can't
really
converse
the
with the other characters, but do the other players have any thoughts on what I should do? Because Regdar is thinking he should break one more orb and then.
I'm betting each of them has a different key, and those keys may or may not let
Lead to
you
different
out
places.
or lead to different places.
All right.
They may
One
also
more
each
orb.
contain an item of some variety.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash the greenish orb close to the door, Scott.
Okay. Well,
Catch
So,
the tell-
Oh,
Uh,
that one's full of poison. Sorry.
you
Yeah.
you crack open that orb, and falling out are a bunch of pieces of jewelry, another key, and
Bats, 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 bats.
Slime.
if only.
You're fine. Just go.
He's just parsing a very large paragraph about what happens to me.
No, I'm just trying to get this thing
Right.
to
A
appear.
token for some
Man,
sort of
you had really good luck with those first two orbs.
An angry air elemental appears.
Can you remind me what the ring can do?
The ring confers the following powers upon my wearer: invisibility, haste, immunity to charms, fly once per day, detect magic, and one wish.
And it can talk.
Well, maybe
It
it
has
just
only
says-
said one thing.
Yeah, it's only been trained to recite
And it
its,
can say a
its
thing.
terms of service.
Click
Roll-
agree.
Roll initiative.
Well,
Uh-oh.
no. Remind me how bad these are. Is this what killed all of us?
Well, it's a large air elemental.
That
It
looks
seems
similar to the thing that was drifting around in the room full of gore.
Yeah, we never killed
Yeah.
it. We just got away from it. I think. Or did we kill it? I don't remember now.
We didn't kill
You
it.
did not.
No,
You didn't
we
even
ran
attack
away.
it.
We got Shara out of there because she's got that carving in her head, which, by the way, she still has.
Yep.
It's true.
You said the ring.
Actually, Shara, you have been healed, and that carving is not in your forehead anymore.
Oh, good.
Hooray!
So take that. All right. So, Regdar, you go first.
Did you? Let's see. You know what? Regdar is feeling very plucky about this whole situation. Because he's like, I could turn invisible, I could rush to the door.
Break some more orbs.
Yeah, I really actually, you know what? This is gonna be exciting.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, you're gonna do what I think you're gonna
Oh no.
Are you
Well,
just
maybe
mad?
if a bunch of other things appear, they'll fight amongst themselves.
I
and
will cast
got
a
more keys.
fireball in the direction of the air.
All right, what's the radius of fireball again?
It
like
doesn't
20
show you
feet.
that. It's 20 feet radius sphere controlling one point I choose. I think that's going to smash the orbs near it as well.
It almost certainly will. So the orange one, the one in the middle, the white one you've already smashed.
Yeah.
Andy
So I think
Davis
only-
comes out of the one in the middle, right?
So let's see what happens. I will tell you what happens. All right, from the orange one,
That's
More jewelry falls out. Another
Paul
key.
Lind is in the center square.
And also kind of oozing out is some kind of gray thing.
good.
Oh, a gray thing oozing out is what you're saying.
Yes.
I wonder
and
what the working relationship of the gray thing and the air elemental
Oh,
is.
they hate
Like,
each
are
other.
they, are they
Hey, Bob.
roommates?
Hey, Jim.
And from the other sphere comes what is that?
Wow, the first two spheres really
direct-
mold me into a sense of these spheres aren't all bad.
Another
Direct from
key.
the other sphere.
And 11 gems all fall into the muck.
All right.
All right, so
Have a scooping action there, Tony. Like just
I don't know
grab it all
what
onto
that's.
the door.
all right. So Regdar, you cast Fireball on the air elemental. Let's see. Damage.
Have you tried to force this door open yet?
Yeah.
I've got no sign that anything is wrong.
Except for the door flying shut on its own.
The door
we're
may be
just-
very.
We're
The
And
door
it's
may
just
be
in
very
pound-
outside
pounding.
the door going, I'm sure he'll let us know if there's a problem.
So-
Yeah, that's how magic traps work. I mean, the door may be very hot to the touch in a second.
Can I
That is
can I
true.
try to open the door?
yeah, give it a
Is
try.
this a Narnia situation? Is no time passing on our side of the door?
All right. Nope.
So
Thanks, Amal.
as you try to open the door, you notice that it is sealed shut even tighter than it was before.
Super swole.
But now we're in initiative order, so I will go through what everybody's doing as soon as it is the air elemental's turn, which it is right now.
Does the air elemental take a fireball's worth of damage?
It did. It seems to have kind of shimmied out of the way of some of it, so it saved. So it only took half the damage, but
Okay.
such is life. And it kind of swirls towards you.
Oh, I would have liked to have done other things on my turn. If is that allowed?
Oh yeah. If you're not done, go ahead.
I would like to dart over to this corner.
Okay.
And I don't know if you allow me to do any of this as a bonus action, but scoop up whatever objects of value are in my path.
I will not allow you to do that as a bonus action. And remember that you have 1/3 your move reduced.
Ah, yes. So probably I can't make it very far. I could probably, my move is 25, so I'm only going like, I don't
You're
know, less
slow.
than 10. I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
But you're a
Oh,
human. Isn't your speed
Yeah.
determined by your race?
I don't know. I could use magic to go faster. All right, I make it into the middle of the room where I'm a more appetizing target. Let's see
All
what
right.
happens next.
So the air elemental approaches you and attempts to slam you twice.
I'm sure it's fine, says Kachka in the hallway.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
All right,
What?
you've been slammed twice.
I think you gotta
I'm
put on that ring and say, I wish I was out of this room.
Yeah.
That is an exceptionally dangerous way to phrase a wish.
I wish you wouldn't be cursed.
The ring
you
is like,
take-
let me tell you about the fine print.
You take 26 points of damage.
All right.
Oh, Regdar.
That's
Well,
real bad for Regdar.
It's been fun.
Yeah. I'm sorry
All
that
right.
no
On the
one
bright
got this.
side, maybe if he goes unconscious, the door will open.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sorry, no one got
That's a nice thing to know.
Go to
Drag
sleep
him out.
real fast, Regdar.
All right, I guess I'll try opening this door again.
Okay.
Strength check. Yeah, 10.
Nothing.
Okay. Anybody want to open this door?
Yeah, Carlos will give it a roll.
Well, it's not Carlos's turn. Shara.
Oh, did we roll initiative?
No, you didn't. Shara.
Interesting.
Well, I guess I'll move up closer to the door. So I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can hear any of what's going on in there.
Sure.
So 16 plus, that's 21.
So you hear a lot of familiar wind and a lot of splashing, perhaps some whimpering from Regdar. That's about it.
I don't think things are going well. We really need to get in there.
I'm going to knock it.
Carlos.
I'm gonna take a swing at the door, see if I can knock it down, knock it open.
Okay.
Strength check.
Yes,
17.
it remains closed. Kachka.
I'm gonna cast knock on that door.
Okay. So, Kachka, I don't know what the range of knock is, but
60 feet.
all right. Are you going to do it from where you're standing?
Yes.
All right. A loud, reverberating knock peals across the dungeon, and the door remains locked.
What?
Whoa.
That's real bad.
We're in a wizard's dungeon.
Well, I can open, but knock works on magical locks as well.
Yeah, unless that magical lock specifically says knock will not open this.
You can't do that.
Oh, but I can.
Ah.
Zatasha.
Um,
Well, that was a waste of a spell slot.
Sorry,
Boy.
sorry, Kachka.
It's kind of how it's designed.
I'm going to switch my psychic focus to Mantle of Command, just in case we can get in that door at some point. But there's nothing else I can do, so I'm just gonna sort of hunker back here and wait.
All right. So, Regdar, you notice the ooze kind of slither towards you and create this oozy gray pseudopod peels off of it, and it
Ugh, that was my least
smack
favorite
you.
breakfast cereal.
Across the face. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Sorry. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And you feel, so it hit you in the cheek, and you feel this acid bubbling on your cheek, and you take 4 points of
Oh
acid.
no, those are my best features, presumably. my cheekbones. Oh.
Well, you can see them now, so it's great. But Regdar, it's your
All
turn.
Hi.
Regdar puts on the ring and says, I wish for all the bad guys to be gone from this room.
Oh my
And nothing
God, what if
happens.
you're a bad guy?
Wait, we wish for more wishes.
Nothing happens.
Oh, you might have to get out of the thing first.
Yeah.
What? Is a ring allowed to lie to me?
And you notice you can't take it off.
What? What kind of action did that count as?
Welcome to the No Soul Club.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action.
Did you say that the ring allowed me to turn invisible?
Yes.
Does the ring actually allow me to turn invisible?
Are you going to try and use it
Yes.
for that? Yes,
Yeah.
you turned invisible.
All right. I turn invisible and try to trudge around the air elemental to get back around over to the door.
Now remember, you're standing in a pool of water, so they know you're still there.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, there's only so much I can do.
So you're going to take opportunity attacks, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
You
okay.
also, while you're wearing that ring, you have a +1 bonus to your AC and saving throws.
They at least have a disadvantage to hit him.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast. I'm just gonna stand. I'm gonna stand perfectly still, and I am going to cast Silent Image, and I'm going to put a sad-looking Regdar in the corner of the room away from me. Here, watch.
Make sure it's got a carving in the forehead too.
Yeah. So Scott, I would like to project a sad-looking Regdar over there, and let me just give you the text of Silent Image. Oops.
That was a lot of silent image.
Sorry, it didn't work at first, and then it worked a bunch.
I also
So,
totally
I
heard
create
it.
Of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon no larger than a 15-foot cube. Check. So it can last for up to 10 minutes. Purely visual, no sound, smells, or other sensory effects.
Okay.
I could make it appear. Yeah. So it's over there.
All right.
So I disappeared, and then what looks like me reappears over in the corner. How's that?
Sounds good to me. And the wind elemental goes towards it and attacks it.
Mm-hmm.
And it passes through it and realizes it's an illusion, but
Yep.
It has wasted its turn.
That was all I could buy.
Umlal, this
Oh,
door
sweet.
does not want to open.
Anybody got any ideas?
The only thing I was thinking of trying Arcana to see if I could figure out how to open it.
There's like a reset button on it.
I wonder if I had like a lightning
Kind of power
spear,
cycle.
I could open it.
Turn it on and off. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, can I try? I guess I'll try a perception on the door to see if there's any sort of mechanism or other controls that we haven't seen.
Okay.
So that
Give me
is
a roll.
Oop. One of those is right. Take your picks, guys.
I like the 25.
I'll take the 25 and say no.
Well, that was just dandy. Is that my action?
Yes.
The muck is really the thing that's making this the worst because I can't even run away very fast.
Shara, you want to try an Arcana check?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna move out of the way of the door.
Okay.
No, that was only 6.
You feel like there's strong magic afoot.
Hey, I think there's magic happening. Not the good kind.
Carlos.
Carlos feels like there's nothing he can do here, but he's going to
Head
hit
up the north hallway.
yeah. He's
Carlos,
gonna hit
I'm glad I taught you some magic so you can carry on the tradition. I don't know.
Continue to knock.
yeah,
it.
Carlos is gonna just hit the door again because he doesn't know what else to do.
Just a note, because I'm just gonna mention something character to character, or no, not character to character, player to player. Steve did use knock, which may have alerted. So
Sure.
you may have a dozen flesh golems headed your way. So just keep in mind, I may be a lost cause, but you guys don't have to die in that hallway.
22.
Pretty sure we do.
You can die in the flesh column room instead.
The door remains shut. Kashka.
Well, I'm a little worried about flesh golems now, so I'm going to move away from the flesh golem room.
Like, oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Let's see. Where was I? 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I can probably go 20 feet given the 1/3. Okay, from this distance, is it even worth trying to do an Arcana check on the door? Do I need to be right next to it?
You would need to be closer.
Well, crap. There's not a whole lot I can do then. And so I will do nothing.
All right. Zatasha.
I will also try an Arcana check.
Okay.
Not great. 13. Magic.
You feel like the magic is making it impossible to open.
Okay. Then I wait.
What did you roll on that?
13.
Oh, okay.
The gray ooze is not very bright, and so it will go towards this image and attempt to attack it. And then it's like, hey, this is just an image. It doesn't have a rich interior life. Regdar.
It's no ring.
So
No
I am
ring.
still invisible.
Yep.
You
can fly.
Yeah, I would like
Yeah.
to fly slightly above the water over to
All
the
right.
door.
You are flying now towards the door.
And because I'm flying over the water, I am not leaving big giant footprints in the muck.
That is correct.
Yay.
Also, my boots aren't getting wet.
Has it taken a chunk of his life yet? Because it's
Well, I just lost
Isn't it
part of my
once a
vision.
year? Upfront
Once a
cost.
year. Once a year.
well, once a year could be today.
Yeah.
It is an
So
auspicious day.
how would he know? I mean, like it could be like
It's
now
the
you
day
die at
after an auspicious day.
now you die at 74 instead of 75.
Yeah, look, Regdar is on borrowed time already, so like jokes on the ring. So, Regdar will I don't know, I guess I probably have to land. I've landed by the door. How many keys do I have on me?
You have 3.
Okay. I'm gonna try the first one that I grabbed from the black orb. Does it fit into the lock?
It does.
Does it open the door?
It does.
Wow.
Door open.
That was a
The
great die
door
roll.
opens.
Can I see my friends?
You do.
Do I have any actions left?
Everybody on the other side of the door sees the door open, and you see nothing but a swirling elemental in the corner.
Yeah. Have I used any of my actions? Or I've obviously used many of them.
It ate Regdar.
Close the door. Close the door.
I used the move.
There's an air
and
elemental in there. Close
What
it.
was required to get the door open?
That's an action to open a door.
All right. So, yeah.
Oh,
Do you still have movement? Can you get out of the room?
Yeah, Scott, do I still have any movement?
Yeah, you can fly out.
How much further can I fly?
Let's look up fly.
Or I don't know what my fly speed is.
I will tell you.
Also, Tony, your move speed should totally be 30 feet unless something weird happened.
I don't know why it's 25.
I don't know. You have
I think that was probably a weird adaptation from your old character sheet, is my guess.
Okay.
You have 60 feet of flight.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of flight.
You can
So,
fly right
and
into
I've
those
gone
flesh
like
columns that are coming
15,
for
I
us.
think. So, all right. I am gonna fly to I want to land next to Shara and say, and I'm gonna land. I'm gonna stop being invisible.
Oh, wait a
And
second.
I'm-
So you fly out of the room.
Yep.
As you cross the threshold, you turn visible, you lose the power of flight, and you ram into Carlos.
Okay. Oh, great. The ring only works in that room. Thanks.
Correct.
What about has Regdar because Tony has Regdar figured out what the deal is with the wish?
It does not appear to actually grant a wish.
Okay.
It's just a
What?
cursed
Space
ring.
Are rings allowed to lie now? Is that the world that we've created?
Yes.
Dark Sun, dude.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
glad that Regdar became visible. Otherwise, Amlal's next move was going
I
to
know.
be that thing killed off.
Maybe your
Regdar.
Forgotten Realms rings always tell the truth, but you're in Dark Sun now.
So I become visible next to Carlos.
Ah!
Close the door.
I suggest closing the door.
The air elemental comes towards the door.
We'll find out if the air elementals can cross the threshold.
I should say that it already leaves the door there. And so it's got who's that? Who is this?
That's Regdar and Amlal.
All right, Regdar and Omlal, it is in your space. Give me a DC 13 saving throw.
Of what kind?
Yeah, is that dexterity?
Strength.
Well,
That's the answer.
No, Regdar fails because
I rolled a 2 plus 0.
All right, so nothing happens to Umlal, but Regdar, you are picked up by these buffeting winds, and you are flung 20 feet down the hallway.
That's okay. That's basically the
That's
direction
the
I
right
wanted
direction.
to fly.
Yeah.
And now you
And
are.
you take
who says he can't fly?
Eat it, ring.
18 points of
He
damage.
can fly. He
What?
can fly.
What did I land on?
You took a lot of bludgeoning damage as it was kind
All
of
right.
flinging you around. You were
Regdar is unconscious.
twisting in the wind there.
Ruh-roh.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen.
Umlal.
So there's an air elemental, huh?
Yeah.
I
Sorry
feel
about
like
that.
I'm supposed to be good at these guys now.
Yeah. Maybe you could just ask it to leave.
Yeah. Do I still speak?
You do.
We still
Hello.
are in
No.
initiative order?
Is that primordial or
It's some sort of weird.
It's
No, it's
a-
No, it was its own
it's not
special thing.
Aryan, is what it is. It's not
I
Aryan.
remember that
It's
now.
Aryan.
It is
Wasn't-
Auran.
Wasn't there something about controlling?
Orion.
too?
When you had the spear, yes.
You're saying I don't have the spear.
Or does he?
You don't.
All right. I guess I'll try to hit it with my greatsword.
Have you checked in your couch?
That's a 19.
19 will hit an air element.
Don't want to say anything to him.
I want to say
Is your sword magical?
no.
Okay.
But I
Not so great anymore, is it?
You are saying something?
no, I was still thinking. I'm gonna hit him again while I'm thinking about what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I did that. I'm gonna do this again. That's a critical.
All right.
And I will re-roll the die, one of the D6. I will re-roll. How does this work? Re-roll weapons damage dice. I'll re-roll the 2d6 for the first damage, just to see if it's any better. It is a 6 instead of a 5. Yeah, so it's 11, 26, plus 7, 33 damage.
All right.
It presumably takes like half.
It takes half of that.
Cool. And I will say, take that wind.
Do you say that in
Yes.
Orion.
All right.
He doesn't even really realize that he's speaking a different language. He's just like saying words, and all of a sudden everybody can't really understand him.
Yes, he says nobody understands what he's saying. Although one assumes the air elemental does. Shara, you recognize this as an air elemental.
Actually, you might understand me. I don't know if that's true.
I don't. I have common and primordial earth.
You can identify the language he's speaking. You just don't speak it.
So, I don't remember from last time. As an
It
air
was so long
genasi, is there anything that I know about this?
You would know a bunch of things about this. It could turn itself into a screaming cyclone, which you just saw. It has resistance to lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. It's immune to poison. It's immune to being exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, unconscious. It has.
God, this guy's been hanging out with that ring too long.
It can fly. It makes 2 slam attacks.
Okay.
Did you say anything about psychic damage there?
No.
Nope.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt at it. That's a 24.
A 24 will hit.
Okay, so I haven't been able to use this in a while. I get my sneak attack,
I was just about to say, don't forget your sneak attack.
and so that I get 4 d6s now. 3, 8, 10, 13 piercing. So
All right. 6.
yeah, I need to get like a magical crossbow, magical
handy.
boat, bolts, something.
Magical
Don't
boat.
we all?
One of my characters had a folding boat. Carlos. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do as a Satasha. You could. Well, you can't disengage. But you
Sure.
could move away. Oh wait, you're a rogue. You could disengage.
I could disengage. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here though.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to disengage. You're not next to it.
Yeah,
Oh, I was looking at.
I could dash.
You could run away if you want.
I could run away.
See if the flesh golems will help us.
Oh,
Carlos.
All right, I am going to hit the elemental a couple times, or try.
Or dodge.
That is a crit.
Oh. And
So
you
what's-
have a magical weapon.
I don't think I do.
You don't have a magical weapon.
I
Did you
do
have the
not.
scimitar still?
Yeah,
From-
which of
I
us?
do,
is-
but-
you decided not to use.
I do, but
We
the scimitar doesn't. The bonuses on it are terrible. So like it.
But it should be. pretty-
La-di-da.
What are you using right now?
I'm
a
using.
tricol.
I'm using my tricol.
The scimitar should be almost the same, except for just whatever die you roll, because you have the same proficiency, presumably, and the same strength bonus.
Oh, I thought
to it.
I thought the damage on that
Damage.
was like 1d8.
Yeah, but the D8, the amount you're losing by having your possible mass, like, because you're doing half damage with your
Yeah,
tricol.
with a d10, but my damage is d10 plus 7.
Right, and this would probably be a D8 plus 7, so you're only losing.
I don't know.
It's a
Okay,
D6.
It should be the same as a D6. The odds are probably still in the favor of not losing, because you're going to get your damage halved every single time, no matter how high you roll.
And you're going to get the plus from whatever the scimitar plus is.
It is
Yeah.
+1.
It's going to feel less good, but you're probably going to do more damage. Throwing that out there, but
I don't
Carlos,
know
Carlos.
what if somebody will tell me what the scimitar's attack bonus and damage is for
The
Carlos.
attack bonus is based on your strength, but it does get a +1.
So it'll be the same as your great sword, except +1,
your tricol.
or your whatever you're using now. Tricol.
Yeah.
And the
So
damage
the only
change
question
to a
was whether or
D6.
not Carlos is presumably proficient with all martial weapons.
Yes.
Yeah. If he is, then it's 1d6 slashing. Therefore, it's 1d6 plus whatever your strength and proficiency bonuses are.
Plus
so
one.
your strength, yeah, +1. So your strength is what, +5?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be
And
+7.
then
It'd be
plus
+8.
three
It'd be a
proficiency.
d6 +8.
Isn't
Okay.
his proficiency bonus up to 3 at this point?
No, I think we're all at 2.
No,
Everybody's
I'm at 3.
Oh,
Wow.
sorry. Then my mistake. Then yeah, your whatever your damage bonus would be for your tricol plus an additional 1 for it being the magical one.
Right. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yep, I agree.
For the attack bonus.
Be the same as your
Yes,
tricol.
the only thing that
plus
changes
1.
is the die.
Okay. All right. Sounds
So
great.
d6 +8.
Okay, well then let yeah. Okay,
average is
I
11.5.
roll the same thing. So what's the critical? How do I do critical? It's
Double the dice.
Roll another
dice.
Roll 2d6, I guess.
2d6.
Is
Yeah,
the
2d6.
magical thing now.
Mhm.
I like to think that Carlos was going to use his regular weapon and halfway through dropped it and pulled out another one.
Yeah, psych. So that's attack 1. That's 18.
All right. It does 18 points of damage.
Oh, look at that. That's amazing.
And was just out of curiosity, was the tricol a d8 or a d6?
For damage,
Yeah.
tricol's a D10.
Oh, it's a d10. Okay. Yeah. So your average
6
your
is
average,
more than half of 10.
Yeah,
so.
your average damage with that was 12.5. Your average damage with the scimitar is 11.5, but that 12.5 is halved, so you're never going to do as much damage with it.
And
16
then
hits.
the next one is 16. That one. By the way, I'm using my booming blade, so the scimitar, the magical scimitar, is as I attempt to strike here, sheathed in booming energy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Here's Boomer.
D6 plus 7. 13 damage.
All right.
And the wind elemental will take more damage if it moves until my
All
next
right.
turn.
Let's see if it moves. Ketchka.
Wait, what happens with the move?
It takes damage if it moves.
Like it. All right. Well, I'm going to send some I'm going to send some dissonant whispers its way.
Ooh.
So yes, I whisper a discordant melody.
Yeah, it's going, and you're going. It's totally
It cancels
hears
out
it.
and it's just
What
silence.
passes for ears for an air elemental, it hears, "You're never going to dance again."
No.
So it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. All right.
The wisdom of the air elemental.
I got a 15.
Okay, it needed to make a 16, so it fails.
It failed.
And so it gets 11. Wow, good rolls. It takes 17 psychic damage.
All right. And it dissipates.
Oh, rats. I didn't even get to use the special features.
You can tell us what they are.
It's a cup holder.
No, that's all right. It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, nothing matters anymore. The Iron Elemental is dead.
Aw. There's still a gray
Zatasha.
something.
It's still gray slime.
Can I see it from where I am?
It wasn't going to
The-
dance anyway.
The gray ooze you cannot see.
What if I step up to the doorway?
If you step up to the doorway, you can see it. Would you like to step into the room?
Not into the room, just up to the doorway. And I'm going to look over at it, and it can make an intelligence saving throw, DC 15.
Yeah, I don't think a gray ooze has 15 intelligence.
Can we just close the door?
Oh, I
Get
got
on
a
with our
15.
lives?
No, I didn't. I get a 10. It died. It doesn't die. It fails its saving throw.
Okay. Well,
And
It might
die.
die.
It may die.
It dies of embarrassment because it's been mocked.
it takes 9 points of psychic damage.
All right. It's not dead. I was just very
Then
confused.
I will use the rest of my move to go back here.
Guys want to go in and break a whole bunch more orbs, or
I think they're mostly busted.
And
now.
as a bonus action, since my psionic restoration.
There is a decent amount of unclaimed jewelry on the floor.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
worried
the
that the door is
jewelry.
going to slam closed
Yeah.
if somebody steps inside.
Oh,
These,
You don't stand in the breach there.
Use a
Although there
bonus
are
action to
keys.
stabilize Rhaegar.
Thank you.
Okay. He is stabilized.
So you're at 0 hit points.
1 hit point. Or 0 or 1?
It's
Zero.
0.
Okay.
That was a special 1 hit point
Gotcha.
sale that we were having.
Okay. It was a year ago. I don't know how I remember it so clearly.
The Grey Ooze moves, double moves, and stops.
Oh.
Look, it's so cute.
It is a cute little Grey Ooze. Regdar, give me a death saving throw. Oh no, you're
I'm
stabilized.
stabilized. That's the whole point.
That's it. You can't do
Alright.
anything else.
Yeah, I can't do anything. So good chat.
Thank you. Yeah, just seeing how you are. Umlaw.
Oh man. On the one hand, you just close the door. On the other hand, there's a gray ooze that needs killing.
And there's a bunch of gems on the ground.
I will throw a hand axe at the gray ooze.
All right.
How many hand axes do you have, Omla? Because you might not be getting that one back.
2, 1. I should have used a javelin. 12 is not great.
12 hits.
Oh, great. 6 slashing damage.
All right.
And I throw a javelin. Critical.
A javelin will hit.
12 damage.
It's difficult to know when a Grey Ooze is dead, but it was undulating, and now it is still.
Me just go get my weapons now.
Wait, if Amlal's entering the room, somebody should at least go with him, just to see what happens.
Can
go
we
with him.
enter more than one person at a time?
Yeah, we step over. 1, 2, 3.
Try.
All right. 1, 2,
Step.
3, go.
All right. What is everybody else doing?
I
Running
am
up to the door.
I am bleeding, but slowly.
I will try to enter the room with them.
Okay.
There's no room.
You can
I guess
enter.
I can
You
walk
can
past.
pass through friendly squares.
Okay.
And what is everybody else doing?
Anyone else coming in? Kachka, Carlos?
I'm unconscious. It would be great if somebody.
We should probably leave someone with Regdar.
Yeah, I'm unconscious, and you guys are good. Let's check out the shiny orbs.
I'll hang out
Kachka-
back here with
Kachka, you got him? All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Carlos, you coming or you staying?
Stan.
All
I just
right.
want to make get your hand axe, get your javelin.
Yeah, I got
All
my
right.
I got my weapons back.
And there's a variety of items on the
Yeah.
ground.
Sure, let's
The
pick
The
up.
door slabs shut.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
The orbs all regenerate.
I also
All
saw
the
that
treasure is out, is gone.
Ah,
Now you're in a room with 9 silvered orbs. The
coming.
door
Okay,
is
let's be careful. We know which ones he hit last time.
No,
to be
you
fair-
don't.
To be fair, you really don't.
we do know
Yes,
which
they
ones were
smashed.
destroyed.
We know which ones were already smashed.
You do. And
It was like
saw
6
them
out
when
of
the door-
9, though, right?
Yeah,
And
but
we
we
will-
saw when the door was open. So
But we don't know which
So-
one did what.
correct. But we do know which ones were already broken.
hmm
yes.
Can't believe you guys fell for this again.
So dumb.
Yeah, we are dumb. It's fine.
I would be very patronizing if I wasn't unconscious.
All right. Let's do them one at a time. How about that?
Yeah, we can just try one, and then if there's a key,
Yeah, one at a time. Work great for me.
I think they all contained keys, is my guess.
Yeah.
yes, well, I wouldn't know that as a character. So
Yes.
Very
Well, I
curious
can see-
if any of the objects I took
Reg-
still exist
well-
on me.
Regdar flew by just like shedding
do.
keys as he went. So
Could try
Those were-
rolling a die.
Those were teeth.
oh, I can't tell the difference. All right, I'm gonna hit this orange one.
Give me
one
a
that
sec.
I'm right next to.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to catch a key or something.
1 second.
Are you going to catch a gray slime?
I might be catching a gray slime.
Unless they rotate every time, which is not impossible.
Oh, that's
All right.
Is
Which
Is this
one did
accurate?
you
Is
try to hit?
Carlos on this side of the door?
The orange one, right, that we're on top of.
All right. So,
That one's gonna explode in fire, isn't it?
all right. You shatter that one, and 300 lead pieces fall out, as well as a key.
All right. Do we want to just try this key in the door and see if we
Yeah.
can get the heck out?
I wasn't done.
Oh,
Oh, no.
and
Oh, no.
And these 3 shadowy figures pour out.
Oh no, the Shadow Lords.
At least it wasn't the 300 lead pieces each turn into like an enemy.
Cool.
And these are not friendly, so you should probably roll for initiative. Oh, and let's say, so who's in here? Shara, Zatasha, and Umlal. Who has light?
I have a. How long does the light spell last once it's cast on an object?
I think an hour.
And then how long have we been down here?
You've not been down here that long, maybe 15 minutes.
Okay, I
Wow, we
have
covered a lot of ground.
I have dark vision, and in my pocket a stone that has light cast on it, so I can pull that out.
All right, so there is
Pocket is glowing.
That's good because I do not have dark vision.
Yeah, me neither.
I knew that. So should we end here? We will.
Yep.
Good
What will
cliffhanger.
happen to our brave adventurers locked in a room with 3 shadows?
We'll never know.
I hope they all die.
They probably will.
Stay tuned to find out what happens to the people who are out in the hallway on the next Total Party Kill. Woo!
I didn't think you'd go back in.
In retrospect,
I know.
well, there are 3 of them, so
We're definitely better equipped this time.
Yeah, as soon as I saw them walking into the room, I zoomed in because I was like, no.
Literally not the dumbest thing we have done in this session, probably.
I mean, when I kept smashing orbs, that was pretty dumb.
Like, I feel like it's in character for Amlal to go in, and based on how Regdar came out, I was like, he shouldn't go in there alone.
Yeah.
So
I just don't understand how Carlos avoided going in.
That is true. Carlos says, I'm not going in there. I will tell you, Tony, that the first orb you opened was the one that had the right key.
Oh, okay. Well, exciting.
Wait, so
No, you didn't hear that.
And I will tell you that piece of information will not help anyone who's currently in the room.
Well, it
Right.
might if I can telepathically convey it to them after waking up Regdar.
Not necessarily. Not if they all reset.
They
the
reset
switch.
and randomize every time.
Oh man, stupid wizards and their stupid puzzles.
I am stopping my recording.
Yep.
I
Thanks
stopped
to the live stream. I'm going to turn that off now. Thank
Bye,
you,
live stream.
YouTube.